Cougar Coliseum. The only reason I call it Coliseum because everybody says it's not a Coliseum. Shamrocks, because they might be lower ranked, but they're a heck of a lot bigger in size. I'm joined here by the walking billboard. You got it. Hugh the Neck Keeler. Hugh, what is your thoughts on how big these boys are?
That's a big boy team there. I mean, we turn around and we look at this line. We're looking at individuals that are 6'1", 170. He's a small guy, but then we got 6'2", 210, 6'1", 182, another small one. 6'3", 230, 6'3", 230.
Right,
but the big one on the totem pole there, 6'6", 400 pounds.
Wow.
You can't miss that guy on the field.
6'6", 400. That is one kid, and let me tell you this. He's not a graduating senior.
He is only a junior. He will be back next year.
He is not a graduating senior. He is in the 11th grade, 6'6", 400 pounds. That is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. But they're big. I watched some film of them. They're big, real big, but they're real athletic too. They can carry their weight around very well.
Absolutely, and you just got to hope for the Sholo Cougars that their speed will be able to offset some of that size and agility for them, because when I go through and as I was looking at stats and going through things and comparing the two teams, the Yuma Catholic only gets about 320 yards a game, while the Sholo Cougars put almost 500 yards in a game. What seems to be the big difference for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks is it's their defense. They have 4 interceptions returned for touchdowns and 1 fumble return for touchdowns. Now, that doesn't mean anything because they also have 22 interceptions, 49 sacks. So this is a huge defensive team.
You're absolutely correct. Their defense is a main staple in this program. They're going to be kicking off to the Sholo Cougars to start off this game. Ramirez, number 7, is going to be your kicker. And looks like we have, I don't know who we got back. James the Working Man Turner, I'm sure.
And Cody Irwin.
And that kick goes out of bounds way early, and they're going to spot that one at the 35-yard line. Get going from there.
That should be spotted at 35 based on the rules that we've seen in the past. And that's a great time for the Sholo Cougars that they're going to start out, in the deep part of their own field. They're actually starting right close to midfield. Shouldn't have a whole lot of distance to go. It just, like I said last week with the Snowflake, they needed to make sure they played their game. They need to seal the corners on the outside runs, and they need to hold their blocks. And let's see how well they do here on offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're fixing to get underway with the first snap in a key game in the playoffs here. There's a snap. Get a handed off coming here to the near side. Still on his feet is, look at that, Weston. Big Weston Kimes back in the ballgame. Been injured. He's come back and forth just for a few plays for a couple of games. And this week, I'm happy to say, full practice, 100%.
Yeah, Weston Kimes picked up 3 yards on that play. And it's good that they're going to have, the Sholo Cougars are going to have him back, because while he's not their leading rusher, he only has 475 yards on the season, but he's been hurt for almost half of it. It's James Turner, who's the leading receiver at 571, who's done a great job filling in. But the Sholo Cougars have definitely missed Weston Kimes.
There's a big different style of running, and we'll get to that here in just a second. There's a snap. Reisdorf rolling back. Little draw handoff there, but he didn't fool nobody.
No, they tried to do that little, inside handoff, only that time there it cost them a yard there, a loss of a yard on that play.
Well, I think it's awful cool that they're trying to establish somewhat of a run game here, because the Cougars are a passing game. They're trying to establish a run game to test this defense start. Now, I think that's a great game plan. So it's going to bring up 3rd and, what are they calling this?
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 for the Cougars. Reisdorf, shotgun, man in motion, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, There's the pass, going to hit James the Working Man Turner out of the backfield, and he's going to be brought down. It's like maybe a short 2 yards of the first down marker there.
Pick up a 6 there and pass to Chris Emoto, who came across the field. But it's still going to make it 4th down and 2 for them.
That was Emoto that caught the ball there?
That was Chris
Wow,
Emoto.
Chris Emoto, we've not seen him all that much of late. So maybe he changed a little bit of his running style. Here comes their goal line offensive stand here. Here comes a man off the field.
I think there was
They're
a little
gonna
bit
call
of
a
confusion.
A little bit of confusion. The Cougars are going to call a timeout. So with 10-10 remaining here in the first quarter, the Cougars have come to their first little bump in the road here. 4th down and about 2, a long 2. We're going to keep it right here and talk about this. I think it's a good idea that they're trying to establish a run here early on in the game.
Not sure what they did there, because with Weston-Kyle on the field, that still gave them only 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm not sure what they were looking at. There's probably somebody didn't
I think
get the
it
right
was a
personnel in there.
designated play that went awry. I'm just guessing.
I mean, they're lined up still back into that power I.
There they are. This is like their goal line offensive stand here. Big bad Jason Brown back there. He's not back there, though. Going to hand it off, and I don't believe he made it. They're going to turn the ball over on downs.
Let's see where that linesman's going to come in. I think he's going to be about a yard short on that play.
Unless they get one heck of a spot. Ooh, they spotted it. Still going to be short.
That is going to be short.
So the Cougars are going to turn the ball over on downs with 10:04 remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10. Shamrocks on the Cougars' 44.5-yard line.
John, I'm a little shocked. The stadium's not that packed.
I'm not going to say anything about attendance and playoff games because after Snowflake last week, the attendance was so crazy. I don't know what does that. I don't know if all these fans get so set on Friday night that they just blows their mind to leave the house on Saturday. I don't know. So here comes your Shamrocks, the first offensive possession. We got a man in motion, one to the near side, to the far side, gonna run it right up the gut, and that right there is a big problem.
44-yard touchdown.
44-yard touchdown run
by Jalen Barnes.
Wow.
He just took the hand, they faked the hand off to the man in motion, handed off to Barnes up the middle, and he was untouched the whole way. They didn't touch him at the line of scrimmage. He broke free, made one cut. The safety on that side fell down trying to come back over, and 44 yards later, he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. What is Jalen Barnes' number here? I can't.
24.
24. Wow, that was quite the run. Well, great big hole to run through. He didn't have too many cuts or anything.
He is their leading rusher, 582 yards rushing.
There's a snap. They get it down. It's up, and it's good. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Kind of an eye-opener here for the Cougars. Score is now Shamrock 7, Sholo Cougars 0. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. Coming live from the Sholo Cougar Stadium, where the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, after the Cougars go 4 and out, well, they don't go 4 and out, but they do turn the ball over on downs on their side of the field. Shamrocks, 1 snap, 1 handoff, 1 touchdown, 1 kick, 1 point after. That's pretty simple stuff there for their offense. But here's the kickoff, and it's going to keep bouncing. And oh boy, James the Working Man Turner has to pick it up. Still on his feet. Did it bounce off somebody else's hand? Is that why he felt obligated to grab that one? Is that where
the ball just bounced around. It was one of those little squib kicks, takes those odd bounces, got by him and started rolling, and the ball was basically a live ball at the 3-yard line where he picked it up. Was able to get back to about the 14, but at least he was able to get some yardage, and had somebody not grabbed his jersey, he might have picked up more, but great quick speed there by James Turner to get it out there to the 14.
Very good. That could have gone bad. And you know what? I forgot to tell you, and I apologize for that, because you folks could be watching this thing in HD at kwkm.com. That's kwkm.com. And you would see the stuff that we're dealing with there. I believe we're going to have a pass interference here. Reed had come out there.
It's either going to be pass interference or a holding. I'm not sure. I didn't get to see the referee make the call there.
Maybe they're going to tell us now. I believe he just walked over to where Dreisdorf and said pass interference.
But if that's a holding call and it's done where it's at, then it's spot foul.
And they're going to sort it out here.
Pass interference.
Pass interference, so it'll be an automatic first down. Just depends on where the ball gets put now.
Yeah, so that's not a spot foul. That comes back to the line of scrimmage, goes 10 yards.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars. Now they got some breathing room.
Gets them out to their own 24.
And here comes the Shola Cougar offense led by Rhett Reisdorf, shotgun position, I formation. Looks like we got 2 to the far side, 1 over here to the near side. There's a snap. Fake the handoff, can he keep it himself? Jukes it back inside. Still on his feet. Scrambling, bambling. Beautiful run by Reisdorf. And he's going to be brought down right at the 40-yard line of the Shamrocks. Beautiful run.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down right at the 40.
Right at the 40. So, wow, the neck doesn't... There you go. Good math.
By Rhett Reisdorf. Sorry, I had to quickly go through.
That was good math, because I just started to untie my boot so I could do it. So here come the Cougars, 9:29 and counting remaining here in the first quarter. Cougars trail 7-0. Yuma Catholic Shamrocks visiting Cougar Stadium. Reisdorf shotgun position, 1 to the near side, 2 to the far side, I formation. Gonna hand it off. James at work. No, that's Chris Quasimodo. Good cutback. And it looks like he might move the chains there.
Now we're gonna get a holding call against the Cougars here at the 39 and a half. There was a takedown on number 19 of the Shamrocks there. Got taken down there.
We want to remind everybody, let's just go ahead and remind them. The Shamrocks are great big. Average size is here, let me just give you the average size. Humongous on their line. Humongous, that is a real word. You can Wikipedia it, I think is what it's called in. But the other kid is 6'6", 400 pounds, a junior. Big old boy. Tune in to kwkm.com. See him in HD. He is a big old boy and he can move. Cougars gonna do a little fake handoff, hand it off coming this way to Chris Emoto, and he's gonna pick up not that many, 4 yards. Still gonna be third now, no, second and long.
Second long, he had a wide. Chris Emoto was open there, be able to cut out to the outside. He decided at the last minute he read the block wrong, cut inside, ran into his own man, and that was kind of what slowed him down. He was still able to pick up 4 on the play.
So we've yet to see the strength of the Cougar offense, their passing game really come to life here in the game so far. Reisdorf faked the handoff to Emoto again. Gonna keep it himself. I don't like seeing that.
The ball.
I don't like seeing it. They're gonna stack him up and strip the ball, maybe. Depends on what they say. Depends on what they say, and they're gonna say Cougar ball, I guess.
Somebody's scrapping in the middle there. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find the number 74. Came away on that one.
74.
Number 74,
Cougar.
Dallin Tenney.
Dallin, that's the man.
Able to come down with that ball. It was a 5-yard pickup by Rhett Reisdorf, but he did fumbles. He was trying to hold on to the ball. The ball got above his shoulders and That's when the ball went haywire, and now it brings up 3rd and 12 for the Cougars.
Dallin Optimus Prime Tinney is a big staple on this Cougar team. Here goes Reisdorf rolling out to the near side to pass. Under pressure. Tries to go ahead and get up there. He's way short. He's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage pretty much. I'm not so sure that Reisdorf isn't a little bit anxious, overly anxious here. He's not giving himself the time that he needs back there, really. He really wasn't under pressure there at first. He's kind of rushing himself some, too.
Yeah, he rolled out to the right side. He had plenty of time to throw. He didn't have to really rush the throw. He had time to wait. And he decided at the point in time he was going to step up, and when he did, he got into the line, and that was when he decided he would try to run instead of sitting back in the pocket looking for his open receiver.
So it's 4th down and almost 2 for the Cougars. They're going for it. Reisdorf rolling out to the far side. Now he's under pressure. Now he's got plenty of time. Still under pressure. Going to throw the ball, and he's going to hit Cole Gardner.
He's going to get a first down.
Cole, the Notary Gardner, known for his kicking, just lowered his shoulder and put a big league hit on the would-be tackler there.
He did. Cole Gardner got stopped at about the 31. He put his head down and basically was able to go through.
But it's crazy, you know, when you think about kickers like in the NFL, for instance, you know, everybody saw the highlight eventually of the Cardinals kicker who pulled a muscle celebrating. You never think of a kicker lowering their shoulder like that. There's a snap to Reisdorf. Gonna hand it off. That's Weston Kimes trying to get around the outside. And there we go. Late hit on Weston Kimes on the track.
Yeah, he made it around the corner, got outside, and when he got outside, he was pushed. But he ran, got a pickup of 8 yards. Nope, I'm sorry, 7 yards on the play. And then we're going to get a personal foul late hit. So I marked the same. I believe that's going to be a 10-yard penalty is what they're going to give him.
Yeah, we don't, I just hate to see stuff like that. Weston Kimes is coming off he's been injured half the season. And we just spoke about him. How he's battling, just worried about getting hurt again, and then to see him get hit like that out of bounds on the track. It's just not, I don't like seeing that stuff happen. Hit them hard on the field. I don't mind that. And, try to knock their head off on the field legally. I'm good with all that.
Unfortunately, when you get to the sidelines, the momentum in the playoff games, everybody kind of pushes a little hard, and that's exactly what happened there. But I'm not sure if they should have done the full 15 yards or half the distance to the goal.
I'm not either, but I think it's pretty much you're out of bounds. If you go 3 lanes in on the track, I think, we're going to have a discussion here. They're trying to figure out what they should do here. So the Cougars with 6:34 remaining here in the first quarter. They're going to have the ball.
So that's exactly what they did. They marked off originally 15 yards and then realized that put them inside there too much, and they did half the distance to the goal, which spots them at the 11.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Cougars shotgun for Reisdorf. There's a snap. Going to fake the handoff to Kimes. There goes Reisdorf, the conductor, and it's going to be close.
See where they're going to spot it. It's like they either spot it between the 1 and the 2. I can't really see from here. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 2-yard line. Which makes that a 9-yard pickup.
Which doesn't give them the first down. It's going to be 2nd down.
And 1. They can still get a first down.
Still get a first down without having to score. Here come the Cougars, just under 6 minutes in counting. Got that goal line offense in there. There's a snap.
And he is in.
Who's going to play it?
Chris
Quasimodo. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Touchdown. Cougars. Now is the time we normally hear Cole the Notary Gardner's name come out here. What I was saying is everybody saw the Cardinals kid pull a muscle. Season-ending injury. You never expect to see a kicker drop their shoulder Earl Campbell style like that and plow into a kid. No, hey, don't go there. Don't look at me, billboard.
John,
No.
John,
You don't see kickers.
here's how I'm gonna put this. In my days in the IFL, I was a kicker, but I don't look like a kicker and I don't play like a kicker, and that's exactly Cole Gardner here.
There's the notary.
Incomplete, no good.
See, that's why kickers don't lower their shoulder and hit like that, because it makes their leg crooked. So with just under 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, it's Sholo 6 and Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 7. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Sholo.
The Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, coming to you live from Cougar Field. The Sholo Cougars are hosting the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. The Cougars just had a heck of a drive with penalties and personal fouls and everything else, but they got the ball in the end zone finally. The Notary had a great big gain that kept the drive going to get a first down, but couldn't put a stamp of approval on the touchdown, and that's how we end up in the 1-point deficit here. But there's his foot coming back to life. He's going to kick it down to about the 3-yard line, and they're going to take him down. Good coverage. The Cougar clan, gets down there and takes him down right about the 10-yard line. Beautiful coverage by the kickoff team.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They coverage. They got down there real quick. The Shamrocks were trying to set up a return to the right. Gardner got the kick all the way to the far left for them. And so he had a long way to run to get over to his blockers, and he was not able to do it. He caught the ball at the 3, made it out to the 11, and that's where they're going to start their 1st and 10.
So here comes Stover, the quarterback for the Shamrock shotgun position. High formation, one to the far side, one to the near side. There's a snap. He's going to hand it up the middle one more time. You know, they only had one offensive play the last possession and scored. Hand it off again up the middle. And that's a great gain to start off this offensive possession. Going to pick up about 6 yards.
Has a 6-yard pickup again, hand off to Barnes right up the middle, and he wasn't touched until he got back to the linebackers. And the Cougars are going to have to do something on that offensive line to try to get through there to make sure Barnes can't get back into the secondary before he's tackled.
Yes.
This is going to be a long night.
You know, you even talked about it in pregame about how the offense didn't score that many points for the Shamrocks, but yet the Cougars do have a great defense. They've yet to show it. Going to hand it off once again. Cougars are going to stop it this time. We're going to see if where they're going to mark it at here. And, well, they are going to give him some little bit of yardage there. Wow, 2 yards. I didn't see that from this angle. And by the billboard's look, he didn't see him gain 2 either.
Now, I show that as a long 1 pickup.
So we're going to swallow that call like castor oil. And here comes the Shamrock shotgun position. One to the far side, one to the near side. Going to hand it up again. There it is. Look at that. You know how we call that in Cougar land? Booyah. There's the booyah defense. I bet at the bottom of that pile is Mr. Optimus Prime. Dallin Optimus Prime Tinney, because he transforms from a full-time library nerd to one big bad ball player when he puts that uniform on.
Well, John, they did exactly like we talked about. They got to do something to get through that line and stop them. That's what Dallin Tenney did, got in the backfield. I have an update here. Round Valley 13, Paradise Honors 0 at the end of the first.
The Elk, some people say Elk, some people say Elks. I'll just say Elk are doing great. Rice-Dor's going to catch that one for the fair catch. And
that was a bad punt there. I mean, beautiful height there, just didn't go very far, and Cougars are going to take over at the Shamrocks 40, 1st and 10.
That's beautiful for the Cougars, and they're rolling pretty quick. We're going to keep it right here because I just swallowed the cap to my pen, and I'm going to try to talk and get it to regurgitate. Here comes Reisdorf. 3:27 remaining here in the first quarter. Cougars 6, Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 7. Here comes the conductor Reisdorf bringing his offense out. We got 2 receivers split out here to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's a snap. Gonna hand it off.
Look at him go. Look at that.
I believe that.
That is nice power.
Weston Oil Kimes. Yeah. Slippery as butter. Good to see you back, Weston Kimes.
Weston Kime hit that hole going full speed. He got hit right after the line of scrimmage, and he moved that pile 6 more yards after he got hit for a pickup of 7.
For those of you who haven't noticed, so far, I get excited. I love Cougar football. I bleed green and gold, and I'm excited to see him drive. And here comes Reisdorf, the conductor. There's the handoff. Well, somebody got laid out way back there. That's kind of a crazy place for a Shamrock to get knocked down the ground about 5 yards back behind the line of scrimmage, way away. But
no gain on that play there by Weston Kime. He was coming around, and he had to cut to the inside, and that's why you saw the guy there as his blocker knocked the Shamrock way outside there, so he cut inside, just wasn't able to slip through, and is brought down for no gain.
Knocked all the luck out of him. Here comes the conductor, shotgun position. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, man in motion. There's a snap. Looking to pass the ball. Quasi. Oh. You know what that is?
Incomplete pass.
That's an incomplete pass, and that is luck of the Shamrocks right there, because they got lucky right there.
That ball hit Chris Moto right in the hands, right at the shoulder level, and went through his hands, bounced off his pads, incomplete, but beautiful throw there by Reisdorf to him. That would have been an easy first down and more.
You're right. That's why I said they got the luck of the Lucky Charms guy over there, Yuma Catholic does, because I think that was all good luck for them that happened there. Here come the Cougars. Reisdorf, shotgun position, and Sholo Cougars going to take a timeout. We have 2:04 remaining here in the first quarter. It's Sholo Cougars 6, Yuma Catholic Shamrock 7. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. This is the playoff edition. We don't charge you extra for listening to it, though. We're going to give it to you at the same low price, free, and you can't beat that. Thanks for joining us. Sholo Cougars are hosting the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, and the Cougars have a 4th down here. 2:04 remaining in the first quarter. There's Reisdorf back to pass. They tried to get a little screen going on there, and that didn't pan out. They were all over that.
No, there was no blocking for that screen on that far side. The defenders were able to easily get through without a block, and the unfortunate part is instead of them turning the ball over at the 32, they're turning the ball over at the 43-yard line, so they lost 11 yards on that
Moved it almost up to midfield for them. That's not what you want to do. So the Cougars didn't turn the ball over on downs there after giving the Shamrocks a little help. So here comes the Shamrocks offense coming to the line, led by James Stover. He's going from the shotgun position, lone back, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. There's a snap, going to hand it off to that lone back, and the Cougars are going to stop him after a gain of looking like about 2 yards from where I'm looking.
Yeah, Hayden Gerber got the handoff as he went around, sweep around the outside. And it's going to be pickup of a long one on the play.
See, and that's because we're standing about a half-yard apart, so see, that's where the other, half-yard come in.
Oh, even the
I
announcer
was
changed it
spot
from
on.
2 down to 1.
Spot on. I've been working on my eyesight, trying to do some at-home training. I got a fix your eyesight at-home training course off late night TV. Here come the Shamrocks. Shotgun looking to pass the ball. Who's that just batted that baby down, right?
66, I believe it
the
was.
next one behind you. I think that's Gabbard there. Dylan Gabbard.
51 or 61?
The one that doesn't have it, like 56.
51, Jacob Mills.
Yeah, it could have been. I is one of the two. Either Dylan Gabbard or Jacob Mills. Yeah. We call them the Beastie Boys. I don't tell them that because I'm old and they can beat me up. Batted the ball down. Great play. And that's going to bring up third, about 9 for the Shamrocks. Shotgun position is Stover looking to pass the ball down the far side. Incomplete. And the Shamrocks are going to face their first 4th down here of the ball game.
That would be their second 4th down. They've already punted once.
Oh, they punted. Yeah, you're absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely correct. Straight up in the air that punt was too. A lot of height, not much depth. The Cougars are going to once again send Reisdorf back to return the punt. I can't say that I'm a fan of that. I just don't think risk and reward level out there. So waiting to snap. He has to jump to get it, going to get a boot on. That's a different punt there. Reisdorf going to call for a fair catch at about the 21-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars. We have 106 remaining here in the ballgame. We're going to keep right here and keep right on moving. The officials have them moving quick. It seems like the pace and everything, when you get to the playoffs, everything turns more. Yeah.
It's Saturday night. Everybody wants to go out and have fun.
All right, Saturday night. There you go. I didn't know that. I am. I'm going to go have fun down at Zoom City, USA. Yeah, with the NASCAR Nextel Cup race tomorrow. Here comes the conductor, shotgun, 2 split out here to the near side. He's rolling out, looking to pass the ball. He's going to hit him, too. We got a flag way back there. That's Quasimodo. We're going to see
the flag?
I don't know what I saw. I really don't. I just looked for it right then, and it's not there. I could have swore I saw. I apologize. It could have been one of them flags, them girls waving down there. I saw it fly by or something, because there's no flag on the field.
Pickup of 7 on the play. The pass play to Chris Emoto.
I want to make a notation here. I noticed that before the billboard here started. That's how I knew. Saw the look on my face. Here comes Reisdorf, shotgun. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Gonna fake the handoff once again. And
Reisdorf on the carry, gonna pick up 8 on the play.
Reisdorf gets tackled in some awkward positions and stuff. Still trying to spin and stuff. I just don't. I don't think that's the Cougars' best option is to have him running. This is the 2nd round of the playoffs. I don't know.
It's just like it is for ASU. They're running kind of the little read option right now. Do you hand the ball off, let the running back take, or do you carry it yourself? And he's reading right now, finding who's coming up, and that's when he decides whether he's running or not.
There you go. There's a snap. Looking to pass the ball. Gonna hit Reedhead on the near side here. Oh, and he gets drugged down by his shirt tail.
That's the last play of the quarter.
That's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Pick up an 8 on the pass play.
Pick up 8 by Reedhead, and we're going to go into the 2nd quarter here. Coming to you live from Cougar Stadium, where it's the Yuma Catholic Shamrock 7, Sholo Cougar 6. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
Back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, playoff edition, round 2 playoff edition, where the Sholo Cougars, your Sholo Cougars, are hosting the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. We're going into the second quarter here with the Cougars trailing by 1. It's Shamrock 7, the Cougars 6. It's the Cougars ball. Second down and about 2. Reisdorf from shotgun. Gonna hand it off. Look, here it is. Look who's still going. West and Oil Kimes busting free from the pack and taking off there for a little while. That's got to feel good for Kimes to feel the wind in his face like the old days.
There is a flag, supposedly. That's what the referee said. I don't see it just quite yet.
We're still trying to locate this flag. See what's up here.
Sideline warning, that's all they're getting. Sideline warning, but he doesn't say against who.
Who got the sideline warning?
They didn't say.
Oh, it's probably this official right down there. I don't know.
Looks like Weston Kimes stepped out of bounds before he was actually tackled.
Hey, we want to
pick up a 24 on the play for Weston.
Everybody out there, if you want to watch high school playoff football just like you do your favorite NFL team, sit back, grab your little electronic device, whatever you do. Kids nowadays watch it on phones and stuff. I can't even see the screen on a phone. Go to kwkm.com. That's kwkm.com and watch this game in live HD. We're going to hand off to Kimes again. Going to do that little, wait for the hole to open up, pick it out, and then drive it up in there. And he's going to pick up about...
it's like 3 on the play.
It's a good start. First down. Pick up there. It should have really, it didn't look like it was going to be any. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. 11:27 and counting remaining here in the first half. Cougars trail by 1. Yeah, I would love to see this game in HD sometime, especially when it gets cold. I kind of like to be warm and watch it. Sometimes there's a snap to the conductor, looking to pass the ball, still rolling, under pressure, being pursued, gonna dump it off. And
just threw it a little too far, way over the head there of... Couldn't say, I think that was Cole Gardner out on the... Oh no, Chris Amoto.
Was it Chris Amoto out there? I guess it could have been.
Just overthrew him just a wee bit.
Looks like that was, yeah, could have been. Just a little bit.
Of course, he could have, again, pulled the ball down and ran for a few more yards. Not sure how close he would have got to the first down, but...
But in that situation, sometimes it's not overthrowing the player, but underthrowing it into the hands of the defender, and so that's a great thing that he didn't do that. Yeah.
No, he threw the ball exactly where only his receiver would have caught it.
There you go. So here comes the Cougars back to the line. The conductor shotgun, man in motion to the near side, one of the far side. Gonna twist it, motor
intercepted. That ball is picked off.
Never hit the ground. You know, that one right there, you cannot put the thumb on the moto there. And Moto gets twisted around by the pass in a complete circle. It does hit him. It hits him very, very catchable. And Moto tries hard. It kind of puts the ball up in the air. The defender grabs it out of the air, and it's going to be Shamrock ball. He's going to advance it all the way across midfield to the Cougars' 46-yard line. So what a turn of events there. Cougars are driving on Shamrocks in, and now the Shamrocks with the interception of the ball over midfield on Cougars' side of the field. Shamrocks are driving from your volume to your tuner. Here comes Stover. Two to the far side, one to the near side. Low back, looking to pass the ball, has plenty of time. Gonna dump it off right there. Touchdown, Shamrocks. That was just kind of a little bit blown coverage there, and that's a great route that boy run there from Yuma Catholic. Wide open.
He wasn't wide open. His defender was right there on his back shoulder. The ball was thrown perfectly right into his hands, just unable to bring him down as he was able to run for the touchdown for 46 yards.
Here comes the point after team out here and put their stamp of approval on it. There's a snap. It's up. And it's good. So with 10:45 remaining here in the first half, the score now is Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 14, your Sholo Cougars 6. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Yes! Cable One, the face of fast.
Back to the playoff edition of the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, coming live from Sholo Cougar Field, streaming live in your living room, your neighbor's living room, your car, even your broom closet, on any electronic device that does that sort of thing, on the interweb at kwkm.com. That's kwkm.com. The Cougars, after getting back in this game, just gave up a quick slant pass to Promised Land. Brings the score, Yuma Catholic 14, Sholo 6. But there's James, the working man, Turner. He's going to get that kickoff, and now the race is on. Yeah. There you go.
Beautiful return by James, the working man, Turner. Took the ball at his own 4-yard line here on the hash marks near side. Just took it right up the middle of the field, broke free, continued all the way down, and he's going to be tackled at the 22-yard line of the Shamrocks, and the Sholo Cougars are back in business.
Boy, howdy. Looks like watching the Kentucky Derby right there. James, a working man Turner, when I met this boy here, he had never played a sport in his life. Yeah, he played checkers. That's the only sport he knew. So I take a little credit in his becoming an athletic guru. No, I didn't do nothing about it. Look at me and look at him. That boy is fast. There's the conductor shotgun. Gonna hand it off. Weston Oil Kimes up the middle for a minimal gain there.
Going to get it down to about the 19-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of a long 2.
So the Cougars trying to get back in this game before we go into halftime, 10-13 and counting. You too could be part of this game from any electronic device, jwkm.com. Here comes the Cougars offense back up to the line. Reisdorf. Oh, we don't see this formation that much. It's gonna, one way or another, they're gonna start keying off on that. That was that little hesitant handoff to the back that Reisdorf has been taking. And
that's that regular read option there that Reisdorf usually has been pulling out and taking himself right up the middle.
Right.
And this time he read the wrong thing and handed the ball off. And when he handed the ball off, he had 3 defenders in Kimes' face, and that's a loss.
Big loss. Big loss.
9 yards.
Big loss. That's going to back him up. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 15, looks like. Somewhere around in there. Cougars have 2 split out to the far side, 3 to the far side, 1 on the near side. Reisdorf fakes the handoff. We might see some laundry.
Nope, you're not going to see any laundry.
That's a little bump and grind defense there.
As their feet got tangled there, they call that incidental contact.
Incidental contact.
Incidental contact when the feet are the things that get all tangled up, not the hands and the arms and bodies.
I don't understand all this terminology. So it'd be kind of like if I'm in a parking lot in my car and I accidentally run over the car next to me. No harm, no foul, incidental contact. Oh no, it's your fault. See what I mean? Let's get this stuff straight. The conductor's shotgun, fake the handoff, looking to pass the ball. Way over the head.
And that's going to be an interception going into the end zone for a touchback, I believe.
Reed is looking at the official like I don't know. I didn't see the whole route there. But the ball was way over Reedhead's head into the arms of the defender. It was a touchback. His momentum takes him into the end zone. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's on the 20-yard line.
And John, this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the game there, all the interceptions and everything they do. They're good at reading the quarterback and where they go.
Yes, they are. So here comes the Shamrocks. Up to the line, there's a snap. We're going to have whistle blown there.
False start against the Shamrocks.
I'll take this opportunity to say hi-de-ho to my best friends out there. I can see some airplane lights in the parking lot. To my shoddy. And see, we just got the lights clicked up over there. And Peanut, yeah, those girls who keep me alive, literally. Tell me when to take my medication. They tell me when to chew more because I'm not chewing enough. I always eat. They don't have to tell me when to eat. They just tell me to chew more.
So, John, we got an update here. Round Valley 19, Paradise Honors 0.
Round Valley Oaks are on a roll. Here come the Shamrock shotgun position. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Lone back, looking past the ball. He's got a big receiver right there. Gonna get it to him. He's gonna be brought down immediately. But that's going to put the ball on about the, gets him close.
Yeah, it's gonna mark the ball just between 25 and the 26.
11-yard
Gonna be a pickup of 10 yards on the play.
Wow. 10 or 11, still going to be 2nd down and about, looks like about a long 4. Here come the Shamrocks, going to send one way out to the far side. Single back, 2 to the near side here. Shotgun position, calling out the play. There's a snap, looking to pass the ball.
And he threaded that needle right in between 2 defenders.
He sure did.
Pick up a 5 on the play.
Just enough to move the chains. Beautiful play selection there because he did thread the needle. 1st and 10, Yuma Catholic. I didn't think he'd try to put that ball in that little hole right there, but he threaded it.
He's not a very huge passer there. I mean, he's only thrown for 1,058 yards on the season. But he's been phenomenal on his passing game today.
Yes, that was a pinpoint throw there, just enough to get the 1st down. That's the route they were running. Here comes up to the line of scrimmage. Lone back, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handed off to that lone back, and he's met by the boys up front.
He might get a pickup of 1.
Like number 75 for the Shamrocks, a little bit upset as he was getting up off the ground. We'll have to keep an eye on him and see what he's upset about. So that's going to bring up 2nd down, and I'm going to say 10, 2nd and 10. Midway through 2nd quarter here. Here comes Stover, bringing his offense up to the line of scrimmage, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Looking past the ball, has his big receiver out there, and he's going to be brought down
about the 37-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 5 on the play.
That wide receiver, junior, 6 foot 170. They got some pretty big kids. All of them are big kids, but they are big athletic kids. Here comes Stover, bringing the offense up to the line. Got 2 split out way to the far side. Lone back, 1 to the near side. There's the snap. Looking to pass the ball again. Still looking. Gonna go deep.
That's going to be an uncatchable ball. That's why there's no flag on that one.
Man alive. If that ball would have been anywhere close to that receiver, because that was probably about the most obvious pass interference I've ever seen in a long time.
Yeah, Cody Irwin had no chance of the ball. He didn't know where the ball was at. All he knew is he was not going to let the receiver catch it.
That's one way to do it.
Luckily, the ball was out of bounds, thrown, no way to catch it. No pass interference call, brings up 4th down for the Shamrocks.
Because you could have tackled him at the line of scrimmage and it wouldn't have been any more obvious than what that was. So here comes the punting crew on for the Shamrocks. Reisdorf standing about the 35-yard line of his own 35-yard line. 6:09 remaining here in the first half. We're awaiting the snap. There's the snap, gonna fake it, see what happens here. And they're gonna get the first down.
And then some.
How's the clock?
They're going to mark him down at about the 32.
I thought we might see a flag right back over there. A controversial hold, tackle, block. Nonetheless, they're going to move the chains. Going to be 1st and 10. Shamrocks.
Pick up a 32 on the play by John Henderson. Takes the snap right up to the up back. Sholo Cougars not catching it quick enough there. He's able to get outside and ramble down 32 yards to the 31-yard line of the Sholo Cougars.
Watching the Cougar defense there, though, the way they were lined up, it's the way they were acting, it's almost like they were anticipating that. They weren't anticipating that, exactly that, I guess. Stover, shotgun, 2 to the near side, looking to pass the ball. Gonna hit big number 12. Let's see, John Henderson is also a quarterback. A sophomore, 5'10", 150. He's probably about the smallest kid on the team. 5'10",
pick up a 10 on the play, gonna give him a 1st down.
Just under 6 minutes remaining here. And we're gonna have a whistle blown. I think we might have a timeout. Who's gonna call the timeout? You see who called the timeout? Oh no, it's officials that are calling timeout. Just a delay timeout here.
Yeah, John, we're giving the receivers way too much room to run and leave them wide open. And as you can see, Cody Irwin's lying at about 8-9 yards, and at the snap of the ball, he's backpedaling, which gives him even more yardage. So all they got to do is a 5 and in, and they're wide open.
I agree. Here comes Stover, shotgun, lone back, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. There's a snap. Gonna hand it off, that lone back, still on his feet. Whoa, that's good textbook tackle there. You wrap up, pick him up, and take him to the ground.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pickup of 7 on the play by number 33, Aiden Gerber.
And on the tackle there, I'm trying to see a number. I think it was Skylar Jane. I'll try to verify that here in just a second. That's a good textbook tackle. When you pick him up, his feet off the ground, drive him.
I think I had 51. Was that
51? Could have been Jacob, the grinder Mills. Well, there's something different. They put the big man back there too.
But the big man back there, they expected it to go behind him and didn't.
Well,
and he got pushed back actually.
Yeah, it kind of went behind him for half a second.
22, he's a pickup there of, looks like 6 on the play.
Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. We want to remind everybody, stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Stay tuned for the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show. We give some stats and figures. Talk about the Round Valley Elks over there. We're on a march to the state title. Here come the Shamrocks. There's the snap, gonna pitch it out, coming here to the near side. A lot of Cougars there. Finally gonna be brought down.
It's gonna be brought down about the 3-yard line. Pick up a 7 on the play by Jalen Barnes.
Said Big Bad Jason Brown was the man in there for the stop. Just a little over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Again, the Cougars got to do something. They're not getting any pressure on the quarterback. They're not getting him back to disrupt the plays, and they're falling way behind, not shedding the blocks, getting out to get to the outside.
They are not slowing down the Yuma Catholic offense at all, no matter what they do. They got the big man in there, number 74. I don't know if we mentioned him earlier or not. His name is Nolan Williams, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, junior. His dimensions are 6'6", 400 pounds. With that note, let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Sholo and Snowflake. Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services, from free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
You're on. Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. We're here at Cougars Stadium, where it's the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 14, Sholo Cougars 6. The Shamrocks have the ball on the about 3-yard line. They're going to hand it off. Someone gets hold of a shirt tail, and they're going to hold them up right there. Back them up. And that's going to be 3rd and goal.
Let's see where they're going to mark it, if they give them a yard loss or where. Looks like they're still going to mark it at the 3-yard line, so no gain on the play.
So at 3:28 and counting here in the first half, Cougars have held, first time they held the offense of the Shamrocks, really.
Bringing in the speed package.
Yeah, they haven't slowed them down really much at all, the Shamrocks offense, which is not what they're really well known for, more the defensive team than offensive team. But yet tonight, thus far, the offense has shined against Cougar defense. So here comes Stover, shotgun. They're going to try to draw him off.
Nope, delay of game.
I know, they tried to draw him off. Delay of game's going to back him up a little bit further. Good job by the Cougars. Awesome job. The Raptors, Stover, tried to do a long count there, hard count, draw the Cougars off. Cougars stayed home. Delay of game, that's going to back them up a little bit further. So that was a good play by the Cougar defense not to jump off there. That's got him some positive yardage there, or yardage against the Raptors.
Yeah, they got to watch out with this sweep coming around the left side with nobody there. So
there's a snap. Quarterback looking to pass the ball. Good defense. He wasn't quite wide open there.
Brett Reisdorf had a chance to intercept, just couldn't come up with it. We'll give the Shamrocks a chance at a field goal here.
4th and 8, just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Cougars do trail in the ball game, 14-6. Cougar fans are chanting, block that kick. This is number 7, Fabian Ramirez, going to be your kicker. He lines up straight to get the ball down. There's a boot, and I don't believe that's going to make it.
That's good.
Wow, I thought that went way to the outside. It's going to catch just the outside of the goalpost, and it goes in. That's going to bring in a score to Shamrocks 17, Sholo Cougars 6. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
4, 3. Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD on all your electronic devices at kwkm.com. That's kwkm.com. Here comes the kick from Fabian Ramirez. It's going to be taken by James the Working Man Turner. And the hole just isn't quite there for him this time. And he's going to be brought down at about the Cougars 30.
He should be out to the 34. It looks like he's getting a bad spot on this play.
They're going to spot it. No, they moved it. There you go. Mental telepathy. They're going to spot the ball. It's Cougar 34. With 2:44 remaining here in the first half, it's going to be 1st and 10, Sholo Cougars. And JR's delivery service just delivered me a fine hot beverage. Hot with the toddy in it. But thank JR's beverage service. There's Reisdorf shotgun. Gonna hand it off right up the middle.
Keeps it himself.
Oh, he did. Well, I thought he handed it off.
He read that there, saw that
he read it perfect.
The linebackers were coming up for the run. Pulled it back himself, picked up 6.
Just under 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Reisdorf rolling to the near side, looking to pass the ball under pressure. Oh, and he's going to get rid of it. That's good. At least he didn't get taken down there. He almost gave up right there. He thought he was down. What did they just call?
I'm not sure what they just called.
What does this mean?
I don't.
I don't know.
The X-Man? I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I haven't seen that before.
I'm not real sure. It looks like kind of like a bone and crossbones, skull and crossbones. We'll have to see this again. Oh, you folks watching in live HD, you can see the official, and you see this. There we go. They didn't really do a personal foul sign.
Oh, maybe that's what he did.
What is that?
Personal foul. That's what there. He's not holding himself. Usually you see the arm held out there far enough.
Yeah.
He's got to kind of against himself.
I agree.
He basically, you got to watch the hand kind of coming forwards and backwards. And
well,
it wasn't just an X this last time.
Well, I didn't see all that. 1st and 10, Cougars just cross midfield. There's Reisdorf. Gonna hit his man right there. It's gonna be Cody Irwin.
Keegan Holman?
No, that's Keegan. That's Keegan Clark Holman right there. KC, Keegan Clark, 1st and 10.
Pick up a 10 on the play.
Cougars. 2:09 remaining here in the first half. Cougars trying to get something positive going here before going into the locker room. It's one way to do it, get these quick passes going.
Just make the plays yourself. Don't overthrow the ball. Keep it to yourselves.
Just play to your potential. Don't try to do too much. Reisdorf shotgun to the near side, to the far side, lone back. Looking past the ball. The receiver's got to keep moving. Bam, as a man.
Jake in the end zone.
Jake, that's a magic man. Red head.
34-yard touchdown strike.
Hold it, look at this. Oh, well, heaven, yes, there's going to be a flag on the play. It's a nice moon this evening. That'll keep me from getting upset. And they're going to call.
Holding against the defense.
Touchdown, Cougars. Yes. Jake Reedhead keeps moving. That's the key when you have a scrambling quarterback. If he's scrambling, keep moving. There is no route. Come back to him, give him a chance to make a reception there. Reedhead does it, he stays alive. Touchdown, Cougars. Bring the score to Shamrocks 17, Cougars 12.
Yeah, Reedhead stayed on his pattern, come across. He was able to be seen by Rhett Reisdorf, put the ball right where he needed to, right into his arms. Jake Reedhead turns up at the 1, steps into the end zone, gets tackled, 34-yard touchdown strike on the play. Looks like the Cougars are going to try and go for 2.
They're going to keep the notary off the field here. Goal line offense. There's a snap. There you go, handoff. Chris Moto. Here we go. With 2 minutes, that didn't even take them that long. We still have 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. The score now is Yuma Catholic. Man, Shamrock 17, I got lost there. Sholo Cougars 14. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Sholo.
Game of the week, playoff style, presented by Sholo Ford, coming to you from Cougar Field, where the Sholo Cougars just scored off a nice pass from the conductor, Rhett Reisdorf, to Jake the Magic Man Reedhead to get the Cougars back in this ball game, bringing the score to Sholo 14, Yuma Catholic 17. Now we had some officials doing some signals and stuff and moving the ball, and I didn't catch them all, but the notary gets the kickoff from the 50. I'm saying maybe third base is where it lands over there in the baseball field. We're going to see what kind of mood the notary's in here. He might try to put it in the back of a pickup. Cougar fans are excited now to get some momentum going before half, and they needed this momentum. There's a notary going to get a boot on it. And they're going to take it just inside the goal line. And the Cougars are going to bring them down
About the 18 or 19-yard line.
He took it just one step inside the goal line. Nice return.
Yeah, I'm not sure that should have been allowed to come out.
I'm not sure either. It looked like both feet were...
He had one, his back foot got him into the end zone, which means at that point in time, that is a down ball in the end zone. And you automatically bring it out to the 20, but instead they allowed him to run it out. He only gets to the 19, so I guess a benefit bonus for the Sholo Cougars.
I don't know if that's indeed actually the way the rule is printed. The official will stand there right there looking at his feet when he caught the ball. So here come the Shamrocks looking to pass the ball.
And he is sacked.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. Did you get a number there?
It's the Sholo Cougars. They had a couple people back there behind the line and finally put some pressure on him and dropped him down for a loss.
Stover wanted. He was looking at this. They have two receivers here on the near side looking to get them split apart. And Dylan Gabbard put Stover down. They're going to, the Shamrocks are going to take a timeout, try to regroup here. I think the Shamrocks would like to have that momentum. I don't think they want to go to the locker room with the Cougars with all the momentum right now. Seems like normally you'd almost say just try to go ahead and run it. The running game's been great tonight. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What's your thoughts?
The Cougars running game or
No.
Yeah, the running game for the Shamrocks has been phenomenal. I mean, they've been able to open the holes where their running backs aren't getting hit until they get into the second wave there, basically the linebackers. And by that time, they're able to pick up, 6-7 yards. So they have to make sure that they keep that in the back of their mind and make sure that they can cover the receivers and yet watch that run.
With just over 1.5 minutes remaining here in the first half, here comes Stover. Now he gets, I think they're going to start it here. They moved back to 1:43 on the clock now. Stover, shotgun, one to the far side, lone back. 3 split out here to the near side. There's a snap. They're going to pass the ball. Oh!
James Workman Turner drops the ball. He could have had it for an interception.
Beautiful defense by James the Working Man Turner. They tried to hit that receiver.
He read that beautiful. He saw the quarterback was looking strictly on one receiver. He cheated that way. When the ball was thrown, he had the ball in his hands and just dropped it.
1:38 remaining here in the first half. Same formation. Looking to pass the ball.
Tip ball again. Incomplete pass.
Oh. That's going to bring up, wow, what a turn of events here. That's going to bring up 4th and way long with the ball on the ball is what, on the 11-yard line, 12-yard line?
It's on the 13, 14-yard line.
And they're fixed to have to punt it away with 1:35 remaining. We saw, I think one good punt earlier had some distance, but we saw one that had some altitude not much distance.
Now this is where I think I might change and put Turner back to catch this ball and have a return chance.
Speed, man. There's a punt. He's going to do that line shot. It's going to go straight out of bounds. It hits his own player over there on the sidelines.
I think they're going to see where they mark it here. Referee's coming up, right there at about the 41-yard line
of the Shamrocks. So it's going to be first and 10 Cougars. 1:30 remaining here in the first half. What a change of tides here. Great defensive stand down there by the Cougars. And so the conductor's off getting his game plan here. 1:31 remaining. This could get kind of exciting here right before half.
If the Show Low Cougars can take the ball down and either A, get it in the end zone, or B, get a field goal and tie this game up, we're looking at a different second half.
I agree with you there. There's a snap, looking to pass the ball, rolling to the near side. Chris Quasimodo stopped the clock right there. He goes out of bounds.
The clock is going to stop. Let's see where they mark it. It's somewhere around the 31-32. Let's see how they spot this ball. So it'll be marked at the 32. It's going to be a pickup of 8 on the play.
We have second and 2 we have.
And that's good for Chris Emoto because he dropped the last 2 passes to him. The last one he dropped was intercepted and returned. So that's good that he got the ball there and gets some confidence in him.
There you go, and it's good that Reisdorf has the confidence. Minute 24 remaining in the first half. Reisdorf shotgun. There's a snap, looking to pass the ball. Scrambling, under a little bit of pressure. Oh, sweet.
He had
Sally Josephine.
Colgard near was stopped for a minute there and then quickly broke. And Reisdorf saw him and threw the ball, just put it out there a little too far.
I think the conductor got a little bit overly excited when he seen how open the notary was.
And that's wide open, John.
That's wide open, and he tried to hurry up and get it in there before somebody closed the door, and just overthrows him. No harm, no foul. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Shotgun, 1 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Lone back.
And that should be a first down. They should mark that at about the 30. They're not giving him a good spot here. They're marking him down way short.
You know, we've gone through that most of the season when we've come to Sholon.
Yeah, they're only giving him a yard on that carry. That's a bad spot, but
that's going to bring up 4th and 1. They got that goal line offense formation in there. There's a snap. Going to hand it off Quasimodo.
There he goes! There he goes!
Quasimodo.
31-yard
touchdown. Cougars. Quasimodo runs it right up the middle and bounces off and is gone. That's the Quasimodo of old that we've got used to watching when we come to Sholo. Right there. Oh, look, it left the neck speechless.
I'm sorry, I'm doing some extra double stats this game here because this seems to be an important one there. But that was a beautiful handoff. They were looking for first yard downs. Just 1 yard was all they wanted to. They quickly snapped the ball. He shot through, and when he got past the first wave, there was no one between him and the goal line.
Look who's out there, my soul brother. The notary gets a boot on it, and we're back to notary business now. He puts his stamp of approval on, and with 44 seconds remaining in the first half, hey, we don't need to call Miss Cleo to see the tides have changed. Sholo Cougars 21, Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 17.
You're right. It's you know, they finally seen some things. I think Coach Reisdorf talked to the players on the offensive side and said, hey, calm down, relax, play your game. We're moving the ball. We just shoot ourselves in the foot when we do it. Chris Emoto, beautiful there. They threw the ball to him again. He caught the ball, held on to the ball, gave him some great confidence. And him busting through the line there for that 31-yard touchdown run, even better. But
he's a pinball wizard because that's when Emoto is at his finest, he is that Elton John song, man. He can feel the bumpers because he bounces around like a pinball and ends up in the promised land. And we have cowbells falling from the sky. Yes, Cowbell Nation has finally been recognized by heaven because they're cowbells falling from the sky. Welcome to the playoffs in Cougar country.
John, I got an update here. Round Valley 27, Paradise Honors 0, close to half.
Let me go ahead and give a Surgeon General warning. If you have the Round Valley Elks on your schedule, you better be ready to play some football, because the Elks are wound up and playing good ball. There's a kickoff. It's going to be taken right at about the 5, and he's going to be taken down just over the 25.
Now the Show Low Cougars have to stay calm. Don't relax any at the same time. They need to make sure that they stay on point, watch where that ball is going, and not let that big play happen to them.
Don't try to do too much. Just play to their potential. Stay focused. And who's that? Optimus Prime coming off the field? I don't think I've ever seen him leave the field till it's over, halftime or it's over. Here comes Stover. Two split out here to the near side, one to the far side. Man in motion. There's the pass over the middle. Nice catch.
Bobbled there, able to pull it in at the last second. He's going to be down at the 40.
That is beautiful concentration there.
It's going to be a pickup of 14 on that play.
Jalen Barnes, beautiful concentration by Jalen Barnes for the Shamrocks to stay focused and finally get that ball in there.
They got to watch it there. Still 30 seconds left.
27 and counting, looking to pass the ball again. And he gets it to his receiver.
But he does get out of bounds to stop the clock, pick up a 9 on the play.
That's Julian Otkin. Cody Irwin's going to make the tackle. We have 21 seconds remaining here in the first half. And it is second and a long one, almost 2 yards for the Shamrocks. Here comes Stover, bringing his offense up to the line, going to send 2 over to the far side, 2 to the near side, lone back, man in motion. There's the snap, looking to pass the ball once again, looking for that slant route, and he has it into the arms of Rhett Reisdorf, going to make the interception there, and that's going to be Cougar ball, and all the momentum, you talk about sucking the life out of somebody or something. It's like a Stephen King movie. The Cougars, I think the turning point of the first half there is going to be when Jake Reedhead catches the pass in the end zone. It seems like the tsunami started, and the Cougars have just gotten all the momentum from the Shamrocks.
They started to see how they could actually exploit the defense. They're just going to down it here and go into half.
Oh, yeah, heaven yes, they will.
The clock doesn't even start until after everybody's running off the field.
And by the sound of the crowd and everything else, because we haven't heard that all night long, all you Cougar fans out there know that your Show Low Cougars leading this ball game. Now the score is Show Low 21, Yuma Catholic 17. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come right back with the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. You've been listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Show Low Ford.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat-screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Show Low, 537-7771.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has a up to 100 megabits of blazing speed. And that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that's speed that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake. Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services, from free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
You gotta prepare. All right, we're coming into the intro. And
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. You are listening to the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show here at Cougar Stadium. The Cougars lead the Shamrocks 21-17 as the Sholo Cougar marching band's going onto the field to prepare their performance for us here at halftime. But this has definitely been one of those games that at the beginning of the game we had talked about, that this was a great defensive team there in the Shamrocks, and they showed it there in the first quarter, in the first part of the second, as they were able to go through and intercept Reisdorf twice, make sure that the runnings just wasn't happening for the Sholo Cougars, but they were able to move the ball when they wanted to and didn't shoot themselves in the foot with the interceptions. And when they came down to the back end of the second quarter, they were able to put up 14 more points and take the lead 21-17. The way this game took off is the Sholo Cougars they won the toss and elected to receive, and they got the ball, and they marched 4 plays, only 9 yards, and turned the ball over when they actually got a bad spot on a run up the middle, were shortened out. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks took the ball back over at their own 44-yard line and quickly, when one play, ran 44 yards for a touchdown. On the ensuing kickoff, it was another great return, and the Sholo Cougars marched the ball 7 plays, 86 yards for a touchdown, and kicked the ball back to the Shamrocks, who had the ball for 3 plays, moved it 6 yards, and punted. The Sholo Cougars weren't able to do much on their possession, as it was a 4-play, turn the ball over on downs, lost 4 yards, turn it over. However, the Shamrocks weren't able to do any better on their own with only 3 plays, only picking up a yard, and had to punt. They then kicked the ball back to the Cougars, who marched the ball 50 yards in 7 plays. Rhett Reisdorf looking for the touchdown pass, overthrew his receiver. It was picked off and returned, and it was returned back to their own to the Sholo Cougar 44-yard line. And the Yuma Catholics quickly, 1 play, 46-yard touchdown run, and that put us at 14-6. Sholo Cougars were able to get the ball. They got a great return at that point in time on the kickoff there. James Turner returned the ball 73 yards, brought it all the way down to the 21. It just happened that they lost 7 yards going forward. Ball was thrown to Chris Omoto, who bobbled the ball, and as the ball bounced up away from, it was picked up and returned back. The Yuma Catholics were able to then take the ball, and it took them 14 plays to move the ball 91 yards, and all they got out of it was a field goal. It looked like they were about ready to get a touchdown, but luckily they had a 5-yard penalty for delay of game, moved them back to the 9, and unable to get the ball in the end zone and had to kick a field goal, and they took a 17-6 lead at that point in time. Yuma Catholic kicked the ball off back to the Sholo Cougars, who marched the ball in 4 plays, moved it 66 yards with a touchdown, and converted on a 2-point conversion. And they were down that time 17-14. At that point in time, Yuma Catholic gets the ball, and they were only able to move the ball 3 yards. They lost 5 yards on the first play from the line of scrimmage there. He was sacked for a 5-yard loss, 2 incomplete passes. One of them was almost picked off, but they punted the ball back. It was a bad punt. And the Show Low Cougars took over at the 40-yard line and quickly, 4 plays later, had a touchdown strike. And they were leading at that point in time. Probably minimal time off the clock. The Yuma Catholic had a chance to move the ball on their 3rd play from the line of scrimmage there. The ball was thrown over the middle, intercepted by Rhett Reisdorf. And that's where they took a knee and went into the locker room. And here we are now, 21-17. You're listening to the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show. Let's take it back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Sholo.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat-screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
5.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. You are listening to the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime report here as we are halftime, 6 minutes remaining as the Sholo Cougars are leading the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 21-17. It's been a great game in the first half as the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks have shown all the momentum, moving the ball and stopping the Sholo Cougars, intercepting them twice. 2 quick runs there, getting 2 touchdowns for them, but it was the Sholo Cougars coming back in the last half of the second quarter, able to put up 14 points and take the lead here at halftime. We do have another score, another update here from the White Mountains, as Rounds Valley is leading Paradise Honors 27-0 at halftime. That's the last score we have, but we got 2 powerhouses here in 2 different divisions up here in the White Mountains that are this far in the playoffs, and pending any unforeseen circumstances and hoping that the Sholo Cougars can continue going on, we will have 2 teams in the next round there of the playoffs there in the semifinals. So hopefully we'll be able to see these keep progressing and going through. But this has been one of those games that we thought we were looking at. The Yuma Catholic comes in with a lot of size and a lot of athleticism, but the Sholo Cougars do have a lot of speed on their side, and it's been their speed on some of those that they've been able to break free and get some openings. But there's also been some bad plays on their side, couple interceptions that's held them back from scoring more touchdowns. And it's kind of the way we've been looking at it here. And we'll take it back to the studio for another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and we'll go over what each team needs to do to come back to win this game. You're listening to the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show here on Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake. Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services, from free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Show Low.
At Show Low Cougar Stadium, as the Show Low Cougars are leading the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 21-17 here at halftime. As we are listening to the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show, both teams are in the locker room. They're getting ready to come out to start warming up here for the second half. Things that these teams need to do to win the game. The Show Low Cougars, they need to play for themselves. Don't overdo it. Don't try to make a big play. Just get the plays that you need when you need them. Hold your blocks when you need to keep the runs going. Make sure you keep Brett Reisdorf up and on his feet instead of down on his backside, which they've been able to do. And don't turn over the ball. That's the two biggest things there that has happened so far is they haven't been able to hold their blocks long enough for the running plays to develop and get the long yards you're used to seeing the Show Low Cougars. At the same point in time, we've had 2 turnovers there and interceptions, which normally Rhett Reisdorf doesn't do. I think he's just trying to make too much of it, and that's happened. One of those, of course, was just a small error mistake there as the ball was bobbled and not able to be held on to. But if they're able to keep Yuma Catholic deep in their own territory and make them have to drive the length of the field, there's better chance there that Yuma Catholic isn't going to be able to do that. On the flip side, for Yuma Catholic to win the game, they got to keep going like they had in the first quarter, and the first part of the second quarter is don't allow the Show Low Cougars in the end zone by making it tough. Make sure that they shed the blocks and get in the backfield, disrupt the pass, disrupt the run, and pick the ball off. Watch Reisdorf where he's going and make sure that he's not able to make the big play on him. And as they keep going there, like they have shown here so far, is being able to get the blocks there to allow their running back to break free and up the middle, and out he goes there for his touchdown. So small little things, of course, they just seem fundamental, and that's pretty much exactly what it is making sure that they keep their fundamentals intact and they go that route. I appreciate you listening to the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show. This concludes our halftime show. We'll take it back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout, and we'll return with your Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Show Low Ford.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
All right, we're coming up to 20 seconds. One.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. We are here ending halftime. 19 seconds remaining here before we get ready to start off our second half. Both teams are out on the field warming up and getting ready. If anybody really needs to warm up, it is definitely the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. Is traveling from Yuma. It is always warm down in Yuma, never cold, and here we do have a coolness going on, and I myself this time is actually wearing a thicker jacket there, just a little thicker than the usual small windbreaker I take on, but it is definitely cool. We're going to start the second half here as the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks are getting all set up to receive the ball. If you recall, in the beginning of the game there, the Sholo Cougars won the toss, elected to receive, and got the ball first, which means that the Shamrocks take the ball in the second half. Referees sorting everything out. The Sholo Cougars been handed the ball. Not quite. He took the ball back away from Cole Gardner. Cole Gardner's getting set there on the 40-yard line. He's got the ball for the referee. Gets it all set up, and we are getting ready for kickoff. In the start of the second half here. We got our 15 minutes set here on the clock. Oh, we're going to change balls now. Apparently we don't like the one that's out there. Nope. We are all set. Referees getting to the side. Shall we call them umpires? Referee in the back's coming up forward. Of course, he doesn't like the clock saying 15 minutes. It's usually 12. That's why he couldn't believe there's 15 on the clock there. Should be 12 minutes. Get that sorted out. Our 12 minutes are now set. Referee gets back into the end zone, gets set. Get some numbers here, and the Shamrocks set out in the back there. Looks like we have number 12, John Henderson, and number 24, Jalen Barnes, set for the kick. Short kick at the 15 on the far side. Comes up along the sideline. He breaks it free. Gets to the outside. He's down to the 40, the 45. He is tackled and brought down at the 46-yard line. That is a 31-yard return for the Shamrocks. And the Shamrocks are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. So we got a couple things heading on here. Referees getting set out, sorting out some stuff, getting in their positions. Yuma Catholic coming up to the line. Stovers get their set, 2 men in the backfield. We have Barnes and Gerber in the backfield with them. 2 men split to the far side. Man in motion, number 21, fake the handoff to him. Handoff straight up the middle of the Barnes. Barnes jumps free. Gets out to about the 47 and a half. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it down at about the 48, pick up a 3. Oh, pick up a 2, that is absolutely. Ball was marked at the 46, picked up 2 yards. Going to bring up second 8, 11:27 remaining in the third quarter. Stover hits up, shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield, two men split wide to the left. It's set, man in motion, comes in, pitches the ball to him, handoff. Cougars are there, it's going to stop him. They're going to lose 2 yards on the plays. They're able to hit him down at about the 46-yard line. Let's see how they do this. Should have been down to the 46. They're going to mark it actually at the 47. A loss of 1 on the play for Julian Aitken. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks at their own 47-yard line. Shamrocks come to the line. Stover's shotgun formation. 2 men in the backfield again. Gerber and Barnes. Double wide set. There's the snap. Drops back and pass. Screen pass set up. Cougars saw it coming out, sniffed it out. They're going to lose yardage on that. That'll be a loss of another yard on that play. As they saw that happening there, and Barnes is going to lose a yard on that play. And that is going to be 4th down and 10 from their own 46. And we'll welcome back my cohort John as he's breathing heavy coming up them stairs.
Breathing heavy, and I must apologize to everyone, you included. My car burnt about a month ago. Finally got the insurance money, and I bought me I'll just say used car the other day, and I forgot I was driving it. I couldn't find my car just now because I was looking for the wrong car. Nice punt by the Shamrocks. Brett Reisdorf get a call for the fair catch right at about the 15-yard line, and they're moving quick, so we're going to keep it right here. But I couldn't find my car. You know, there's been funny movies about that. Hey, don't worry, Billboard. Your soda's coming.
You know, if you clap, you know, maybe
the clapper,
the lights or the horns will go off for you.
I used to have one of those deals, the clapper. But I don't know what happened to it. I lost it too. So here comes the conductor after stealing the momentum in the first half. The Cougars come out, hold the Shamrocks there on the first offensive possession, and here comes the conductor with the Cougars' first offensive possession. I formation. They're going to hand it off, going to the far side, rumbling, tumbling, bumbling.
Weston Kimes is a hand off to Weston Kimes. He goes around to the outside and keeps squirting, moving through the holes. He's going to get out to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 9 on the play.
Almost to the chains. That is Weston Oral Kimes. Good to see him back. Good to see him back. 9:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Cougars on top of the Shamrocks. 21-17. And here comes the conductor, bringing the offense up to the line. He's going to send 2 out here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Lone back. There's a snap. Going to hand it off to that lone back, and he's going to move those chains and then a little bit more.
Weston Kime gets a handoff, shoots right up the middle, quickly squirts to the outside, is able to get around the corner. And let's see where they mark this. Looks like they're going to mark it just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll actually give Weston Kime 5 yards on that carry.
And we want to remind everybody out there, everybody, if you don't want to deal with the cold weather or the crazy crowds, I love crazy crowds, or possibly maybe losing your car because you forgot what kind of car you bought, you can always watch this game in HD sitting right there in your living room at kwkm.com. kwkm.com. There's a snap. Reisdorf gonna give up one more time.
Beautiful run. Weston Kime takes his hand off, goes right up the middle, breaks the tackle, and just as he's about ready to get hit, he hurdles a guy, goes up over the top, and that, let's see if they're going to mark this. They'll mark it right at midfield. It's a 15-yard pickup.
Right.
We do have an injury for a Yuma Catholic Shamrock down at about the 31. I believe that was number 2, Adam Castaneda, who's down on the field, and I think we're going to have to take a
30-second timeout for medical timeout. We're going to go back to the studio for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Sholo.
The week presented by Sholo Ford. From Cougar Stadium, we just took a medical timeout with an injured player on the field, a Shamrock. Number 2, Adam Castaneda, and he already had a knee brace on, and he was just carted off with looked like a knee injury, re-injury. There's a snap to Reisdorf, getting handed off coming to the near side, and that time the Shamrocks are going to shut that rainbow down on times.
Yeah, it's going to be a pickup of 1 at that point in time. Reisdorf wasn't sure which he was going to do, and both of them were running the ball at the last second. He just let the ball go to Keim, who able to pick up 1 on the play.
There you go. I'm not one to pat myself on the back or try to give too much credit where credit's due, even if it's for, like one of my kids or something like that. But I say the turning point in this ball game is when Jake Reed had kept moving as Reisdorf was scrambling and caught the touchdown pass in the end zone, changed all the momentum of this ball game. Handoff to the far side.
As Weston Keim on that carry there, he took the handoff, shot up off the right tackle, bounces to the outside. Not able to quite get out around the corner, pick up a 4 on the play.
But he was pushing and bouncing off would-be tacklers the whole way. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and right at about 5 yards.
John, just got another update. Round Valley is still up 35-0 now over Paradise Honors.
Coach Marcus Bell and his staff over there and all of them, man, they have a great bunch of boys over there. And they have whooped everybody they've played. Here comes the Cougar offense. There's a snap. Going to do that little fake handoff keeper. And Reisdorf is going to take it. Oh, it looks like he's going to move those chains.
That's a 6-yard pickup by Rhett Reisdorf on there. This time he goes through to hand the ball off to Weston Keim. He sees that the outside contain for the Catholic Shamrocks is out there, and he decides at that point in time, I'm going to pull the ball back, and I'm going to go right up the middle, and he does. And nobody hits until he gets 4 yards downfield, still able to pick up 2 more. 6 on the play for Rhett Reisdorf. Beautiful read on that play.
We have just a little over 6.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Cougars, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Looks like I formation. And they're all in the backfield there. Keim still on his feet. He should have lost quite a few yards right there and saves the loss of yards there. Still loses about 1.5 or 2. Yeah, but it should have been about 4, 5, 6.
Keim was hit 5 yards deep behind the line of scrimmage. He was actually able to keep his feet there and keep moving forward. And depending on exactly where that field marker is there, he's lost 4 on that play.
Well, if he lost that many, then he should have lost a bunch. My calculations were way off there. I thought he got it back up to about a 2-yard loss. So here comes the conductor. Shotgun. There's a snap. Going to fake the handoff one way, take it back the other way with, I think it was Quasimodo.
We're going to get a flag possibly holding against the Cougars. Face mask, actually, sorry. Well, I guess that's a good thing. And John, you're right. It was a loss of 1 on the play there against Weston Keim previously. But Quasimodo was actually able to pick up 5 on that play. And then you get the 15-yard face mask against the Yuma Catholics. And
that's an easy way to move the ball.
Absolutely.
If you'll think back to the last time we covered the Cougars here at home, I brought up the fact that I talked to Quasimodo's dad down during halftime the last time we were here. Now, he wasn't real happy about Quasimodo always nagging at Reisdorf to keep him in the ball game even when he was hurt a little bit, trying to keep him out to where he could heal up. And I will tell you this, Mr. Quasimodo is smiling big tonight. And it's good to see that smile back on his face because Chris is back in business. Here comes the Cougar offense, shotgun. Like they're going to hand it back off to Weston Oil Kimes.
Beautiful run by Weston Kime. He just shot right up in the A gap. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he just kept pushing forward. And he actually picks up 4 on the play.
Just under 6 minutes remaining here in third quarter and counting. Cougars lead the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 21-17, and the Cougars are driving.
And John, this is the way you can easily win a game, is if you can take up a whole quarter running the ball and get in the end zone at the end, scoring you, putting you up by 11 points. That sure makes this game a little bit harder for Yuma Catholic to come back from, and we hope the Cougars can do this.
And that way we get more free football. Evans, yes, I love it. Again,
Delay game.
Could be a delay game. Could be a timeout. And it's going to be a delayed game. They do that I Dream of Jeannie pose. That means delayed game. Took Reisdorf in the offense of the Cougars a little bit too long to get the ball moving. But when they do that I Dream of Jeannie, that means, too much clock. It's going to back them up.
Yeah, make it 2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and 5, which is a big difference.
So here comes the conductor, going to bring his off, see if he can get his offense back. If they're a little bit quicker this time. One split out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Lone back, there's a snap. Going to hand it off to that lone back.
Weston Kime right up.
Weston Oil Kimes. The stove is on, and the oil is moving quickly.
Weston Kime takes the handoff and basically shoots up to the right, just to the outside of the right tackle. And they're going to mark that ball down at the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 for Weston Kime on that carry.
I think the Show Low Cougar football team ought to have a party after this game and say, welcome home, Weston Kimes. Have a cake made and everything. It's nice to see them back.
This is what they've been missing for the last half of the season.
So here comes the conductor, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Lone back, there's a snap. Guess who's got it? Weston Oil Kimes.
Weston
Yes,
Kime in the
sir.
end zone.
Now we're cooking some chicken. Booyah! The grease is hot, and it's Weston Oil, baby. Touchdown, Cougars. 4:13 remaining in the third quarter. Cougars add to their lead, 27-17. Here comes the notary, out to put his stamp of approval on it. Well, I want to say thank you to my waiters and waitresses, and I'll tip them a wooden nickel for bringing me a candy bar. Oh, that was your tip. There we go. The notary puts it up through the uprights. It's good. Bringing the score to Cholo 28, Yuma Catholic 17. We're going to go back to the studio for 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Cholo Ford.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
5-7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Cholo Ford, coming to you live from a brisk, cool Cougar Stadium, where it's the Cholo Cougars 28, Yuma Catholic. What are we going to call?
Shamrocks.
Shamrocks. I completely forgot their mascot there for a minute. 17. Cougars have stole the momentum before half and have pushed it going forward here into the second half. What do you think?
I think the Shamrocks are kind of in a tight position and stuff. They've probably not used to seeing this happening with Weston Kime, because that's kind of how it's been for the Cholo Cougars without their big running back.
There's the boot by the notary. It's going to be taken at about the 5 and going to be brought down like about the 32-yard line. Maybe it depends on where they spot it.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, Yuma Catholic.
Well, Chad, I was laughing. I'm sitting here going through making sure that I keep track of you know, the number of plays and how many yards are going and scoring a touchdown, punts and all that. And I forgot that I should have been adding everything up for how many yards they were getting in the half times. And
Well, yeah, that might would have helped, but we don't hold it against you. I lost my card, so I'm not holding nothing against you. Here comes Stover, lone back, two to the near side, to the far side, dropping back, looking to pass the ball. Hits his big receiver over there on the far side of the field. And that's going to be close to a pickup of 10. Looks like they're going to mark it about, no, they said first down. Pickup of 10. First and 10, Shamrocks, chains are moving.
Beautiful play there. They just able to thread the needle and get the ball right in between two defenders for that.
Here's brought down right at the stick. Here comes Stover, two to the far side, two to the near side, lone back. Shotgun, there's a snap, looking to pass the ball. Looking. Good slant route.
He's going to pick up about 7 or so on the play. Pass was thrown out there to Julian Aiken.
They're going to mark it right on midfield.
And he is slow getting up.
You see who's out there to help him. Dallin. Yes, that is Transformer Dallin. Kenny. Optimus Prime is what I call him. Dallin Optimus Prime. Kenny. He helps up everybody. He's just a very respectful young man. Respects the game and his opponents, his teammates. Great kid. Here comes Stover. Shotgun, one to the near side. There's a man in motion. I formation. And got a reverse. Someone stayed home though. Who is that stayed home over there?
They had a couple people stay home. They had James Turner was over there on that far side. And he was actually blocked in the back, but the two corners on the back far side.
That's Reisdorf over there. He stayed home perfect.
Reisdorf and Mamoto both were out there and able to make the man have to make a cut, and he loses one on the play.
That was awesome because if no one had stayed home, which it's hard to do when you see the whole play going to the other side of the field, it takes some diligence to stay there. And if nobody had been there, it would have been wide open spaces.
And John at halftime, that's what he talked about. Make sure you play your fundamentals.
There you go. Here comes Stover. He's got one split out to the far side, two to the near side, lone back. There's a snap. Gonna hand it off that lone back. That was a painful looking tackle. Brought down hard. Nothing illegal or anything else. Just a good tackle. Just a good hard tackle.
His legs folded backwards behind him there. Loss of another yard by
Weston Oilkine. Man, West, it's good to have him back playing football. We've missed him. We just didn't know how much. He's running and tackling and everything now.
That's 4th and 5.
1:38 and counting remaining here in the third quarter. Cougars still have the lead, 28-17. About 4th and 5, they're going to go for it. One split out to the far side, one to the near side. I formation. There's a snap. Got that slant route. Going to hit him right there. He gets brought down immediately, but that good slant route gets the yardage. 1st and 10, Shamrock.
Pickup of 11 on that pass play.
Want to remind everybody once again, if you haven't heard me, at kwkm.com, that's kwkm.com, you can watch all these games and replays. You can go back in the archives and watch your grandson from several years ago when he played. In live HD action, that's kwkm.com. Stover from the shotgun, two to the far side, one to the near side, lone back. Look at that quick pass out there. Hits his man. Gets driven out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be a pickup of about 7 on the play if they get it inside the 35. That's where they're going to mark it. So pick up a 35 or 7 on the play.
When you log on to kwkm.com, you join that live online nation. We've had military bases watching Little League games that we've broadcast and streamed in live HD in Japan and everywhere else. And with 39 seconds remaining here in third quarter, looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. I'm not sure who took that timeout, but nevertheless, we're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. You've been listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
For Yuma with our dancing earlier, 2 and 1.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. There's a snap to Stover, looking for a deep man. Has his man. He makes the catch. Man, he had him beat over there. He runs a beautiful route. Good defense. Has two defenders on him. Beautiful pass. And in and out of the hands.
That was a great pass by Stover there as he threw the ball deep. Had his man right in stride, but you got to congratulate Rhett Reisdorf on that play because as the ball was coming down into his hands, that's when he leaped up, came over his back, and stripped him of it. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down for the Shamrocks.
3rd and about 4. Stover's going to bring his offense to the line. One to the near side, one to the far side. I formation. There's a snap. Looking to pass the ball once again. Across the middle. Gonna hit his man, number 19.
That's gonna pick up a 10 on the play.
Blake Sandoval is gonna be your receiver. Tight end and defensive end senior, 6', 170. Does exactly what he was supposed to do there. Moves the chains. 1st and 10. Yuma Catholic. 28, 27, 26 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to try to get off one more play, it looks like. He sends one to the far side, 2 out here to the near side. Shotgun, lone back. There's the snap. There's the pass. Has a man out here on the side. Wow, momentum's going to carry him right straight out of bounds. He could have gained some more yardage if he didn't have the momentum, but it stops the clock. There was 6 seconds. They can run another play.
Yeah, the Shamrocks actually got away with a pick on that is when the receivers came out and they ran their pattern, the man who was defended, number 21 on that one, Julian Aiken, actually came across and was picked off by the other receiver on this side, but pick up a 6 on the play.
I want to remind all you loyal listeners out there, if you're from one of these mountain towns and if you have son or daughter playing sports at school stuff at the end of this season, go back and tell them coaches, thank you, the time they spent with your kid. There's a pass. Nope, out of the hands. No laundry on the play. Incomplete pass can stop the clock with 2 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he had a man open there at about the 2-yard line, and he just threw it outside of Julian Aiken's hands there. Pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, the next year we're privileged enough to be covering the St. John's Redskins game when they honored a gentleman over there, Coach Garcia. Is that his name?
Yes.
30-plus years coaching there at St. John's, not as a job. During all that time, he had a full-time job out at SRP. And that right there is honor and dedication and everything good about life is wrapped up in that. So tell him thank you if you get a chance. There's a handoff.
Barnes had the play there. He swept out there, was actually able to get around the corner. I think he's going to be just shy of the 1st down by about a football length. So we'll give him a pickup of 3 on the play.
They're going to have to mark it before they move it to the other end of the field before the quarter change here. And they're kind of dragging their feet to do it. While they're dragging their feet, we're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Yes! Cable One, the face of fast.
Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Sholo Ford. Coming to you live from a brisk Cougar Coliseum here. where the Cougars lead the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks score of 28-17. We're just fixing to get underway here in the fourth quarter. Want to remind everybody, Dr. Love is going back to Zoom City, USA in the morning for the running of the NASCAR Nextel Cup race. Trying to decide who gets to run next weekend in Homestead, Florida for the championship. I had the opportunity to go last night. I couldn't go today because of this ball game. I wouldn't have missed for anything in the world. Went and watched the Camping World Truck Series. And this 18-year-old boy, his last name Byron, was leading the race, dominating the race. Had up to a 10-second lead at one point in time. When this incident happened, I'm about to tell you about, he had a 6.5-second lead. At that point in time, if he had won the race, he gets to run for the championship in Homestead, Florida next weekend, and he wins the race. Two big hoorahs there. His motor blows with 10 laps remaining in the race. 10 laps remaining. He cannot finish the race. He doesn't qualify to run for the championship next week, and he doesn't get the win. Wow, you talk about a heartbreaker of a situation. 18-year-old boy. He handled it rather well. I'd have tore that truck up when I got out of it, but he handled it well. But we'll be doing updates from Phoenix International Raceway in Avondale. Here come the Shamrocks up under center. He's going to hand it off, going up the middle.
And he's easily going to get it as he hits the line and spins around to the outside.
I don't know.
We're going to pick up of 1 on the play. See where they mark it. Now they're going to mark it there at the 13, so pick up a 2.
Be 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks. I don't know why they didn't give them 1st and 10 when they marked it here at the other end of the field before they moved it. I thought it was right there. So we have just under 12 minutes because we just got going here in the fourth quarter. Here comes Stover bringing his offense up to the line, going to send 2 out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Lone back, shotgun, there's a snap. Looking to pass the ball. Going to hit his man out there. Booyah, welcome to the jungle.
That's going to be a no gain, actually. I'm not sure how they have that set up. There's how the yard mark. Oh, there they go. Now they're going to move it. That's a loss of 2 on that pass play.
You know what? He just slipped in the oil, my friend, because Weston Oil Kimes just put the smack down on him. He just stole his Christmas. Here comes Stover, going to send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun, lone back. Has a little change of heart when they start acting like they're going to blitz. Drops back in the shotgun again. Awaiting the snap. There it is. Looking to pass the ball. Hits his big tight end, number 15.
Number 19.
Number 19, Blake Sandoval, tight end, defensive end. Hits him on that slat route. He's going to pick up
a 7 on the play.
He'll bring about 3rd and looks like about 5 from here, right in the middle. I'm going to call it 5. What do you say?
It's 5.
3rd
Absolutely
and 5.
correct. They were 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They gained 7 on the play.
I don't do math. I just eyeball it. Stover, shotgun, lone back, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's a pass.
Almost picked off. Rhett Reisdorf not able to get down here to scoop the ball off the ground.
That's going to bring up 4th and 5 for Yuma Catholic. We have 10 minutes and 11 seconds here remaining in the fourth quarter. Cougars still on top. And the Shamrocks, the Lucky Charms. I completely forgot the mascot again. Shamrocks?
It's the Shamrocks.
It's the Shamrocks. It is. I didn't forget. I had it right. So the Shamrocks are going to take a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout ourselves. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Auto FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Sholo and Snowflake. Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services. From free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
95.7 Auto FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. It is 4th down and 5 for the Shamrocks.
Got to watch
See
the
if the
fake on
Cougars
this
can
field
hold 'em.
goal.
Oh, I don't believe they could be going for a field goal right here. They're showing field goal. We're waiting the snap. There's a snap. It gets put down. There's a boot. I believe that's good.
That is good.
Up, and it is good, so that's going to bring the score. Sholo 28, Yuma Catholic 20. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. With 10:07 remaining here in the ballgame, it's your Sholo Cougars 28, Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 20, and we're awaiting the kickoff. Looks like we have Cody Irwin, and is that James, the working man Turner, way over on the other corner. We're waiting the kicking staff for the Shamrocks to get lined out here. Shamrocks just kicked a field goal to bring the score within 8. Still a 2-score ball game. And see if we're going to see a little more trickery or anything. We saw some trickery earlier from the Shamrocks. I don't know why we, wouldn't. It's not off the table. There's a trickery, I told you.
And they got the ball. No!
They pointed the wrong way. That's what I thought.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
What I thought too. He got excited, pointed the wrong way.
He was not expecting that ball. He had the ball in his hands
they weren't
and
expecting
didn't
the
come
ball.
up with it. Well, the Shamrocks knew that if they got the ball, gave the ball back to the Cougars there, it wouldn't work. Dylan Gabbard unable to come up with the onside kick. But yeah, they probably figured if they gave the ball to Sholo, they wouldn't be able to stop him there. They
That's absolutely
running
great
the ball.
I would have been expecting that 100% right there. Dylan Gabbard, an outstanding athlete, one of the main staples in this Cougar football team. That's what they call the breaks of the game right there. Stover, shotgun, looking to pass the ball. Gonna hit his big man. Gonna be taken down right at about the 40-yard line.
Right in between two defenders. He goes up, climbs the ladder, gets the ball. And that is going to be a pickup. They're going to give him a little extra there. Pick up a 12 on the play.
They're going to mark it 12, and that's going to move those chains. First and 10, Shamrocks. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Blake Sandoval is 6'1", 170, so he can climb a ladder pretty good to get up there.
He sure can. They're going to stack them up here on the near side with 3 of them. Looking to dump it off to number 24. Still on his feet, juking and jiving.
That's going to mark him down there. Looks like about the 27-yard line. That's a pickup of 12 on the play by number 24.
Jalen Barnes started this offensive explosion for the Shamrocks back in the first quarter with a big run. Here come the Shamrocks up to the line. Stover is going to stack them up 3 on the far side. Blown back. There's the snap. Looking to pass the ball. Pump fakes. Under pressure. Taken down.
That's a beautiful coverage sack there, but the receivers didn't really spread the field too much, and they're actually going to lose. See where they mark this. They're going to lose 6 on that play.
So that's going to give them second down and about 16. Second down and 16 for the Shamrocks. Just under 9 minutes and counting remaining here in the ballgame. Shamrocks they have to score twice back in this game. It's a 2-score game. Shotgun, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side, lone back, Looking to pass the ball, has time. It's his man over there.
They slipped down, the defender slipped down, unable to get around there, but the Yuma Catholics got away with a hold on that. And that is a 23-yard pickup on that play.
Move those chains. Shamrocks are driving. 8:35 remaining in the ball game here. That's going to be first and 10 from, I can't see that side of the field.
They're down at the 10-yard line.
It's just on this side of the 10 because they can still get a first down. It's not first and goal. There's a snap. Looking to pass the ball. Dumps it off.
Screen. That was a screen pass
number
there.
24?
Yep. And that's going to be a pickup of, I believe, 8.
The last thing the Cougars want to do is hand this momentum off to Yuma Catholic. Whoa, and look, the big man comes in.
They're gonna come in and bring in all the little power guys there, run that little power eye similar to the Sholo Cougars.
But their big man is a little bit bigger than our guys. They're not quite similar.
Yes, they are.
Not quite similar. They're stacking him up on the near side of the line there, and they are going to run this way. They ran the other way out there. He's not going to make it. He's going to be brought down by number 50.
Yeah,
Jamie the Spider Webb.
Pick up a 2 on the play by Barnes. It's going to take him down to the 3-yard line.
We watched the big man come in earlier, and they used him like a diversion. They stack him on one side of the line, and then the play didn't go right behind him. That time they kind of tried to run it behind him. He bounces out further.
I think they use him as basically trying to get people to stack that side there, and then they don't have anybody on the outside.
There you go. They're going to use him. There you go. It's going to go the other way. Cougars are going to hold him.
Cougars are going to hold him, but that's still going to give him a first down. I believe he's close enough to the goal line.
Yeah, they'll get another set of downs right there. But as long as they keep holding, the clock keeps ticking. That works in the Cougars' favor. And
it is a first down.
Going to be first and goal for the Shamrocks here.
Pick up a 2 on the play again by Barnes, and quickly, Yuma Catholic Shamrocks are getting down in there to score.
Every time that clock ticks down a little bit further, though, it's a boost to the Cougars because it's a 2-score game. Stover, shotgun, the near side, one on the far side, ball's loose.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground, but I believe the Shamrocks are going to come away with it.
Barnes still able to pick it up. That should be a loss of at least 1 on the play, but looks like they're giving them a decent spot. We'll say they're probably marking it at the 2. So a loss of 1 on that muffed.
The Cougars had their one opportunity to turn that around right there at the goal line. Almost got it. Stover up under center this time. Bam! Welcome to the jungle. Nowhere. You know what that was? That's him, Optimus Prime. Dylan, Optimus Prime Tenney. Welcome to the jungle, baby.
Alan Tenney marks him back there. Another loss of about 2 yards on the play.
He's going to have to pat that kid on the head 4 times next time because he forgot to do it that time out of excitement. And he always makes sure to do it. Tell him great play. Dallin, Optimus Prime Tenney, he's coming to life here.
Again, that's what they need to do. They need to get in the backfield and disrupt the play.
That's what they did.
Although they got to watch out. They're going to take a timeout, the Catholics are, to avoid a penalty.
Not the Catholics, it's the Shamrocks. Yuma Catholic Shamrocks can take a timeout with 5:15 remaining here in the ball game. It's the Sholo Cougars 28, Yuma Catholic 20. We're going to take a 30-second time. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks have the ball, 3rd and goal. And the Cougars trying to hold them. Drops back, pass ball, man wide open.
Incomplete, drops the ball. He had his man wide open, nobody near him, and he couldn't hold on to the ball, which is going to bring down 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Wow, that's definitely one of that word of the day there, the wow, because that's exactly what happened on that one. Ball's in his hand, in the end zone, bobbles it and can't come up with it.
Stay tuned after the game for the Cable One post-game show. You're going to hear that number 12 number and how many yards he's had catching the ball. That was just a mental error there. Cougars looking to hold him. Shotgun, looking past the ball. Oh!
Incomplete again! And the Cougars hold on 4th down, and the ball is turned over on downs.
You know what they call that? Shut the front door, baby. Cougars going to take over on the close to the 4-yard line, their own 4-yard line. But they hold the Shamrocks, keep the score the same, and the offense is on the field. Good stand by the Cougar defense. That's what you want to see second round of the playoffs, is your defense still standing strong and maybe even better than when you started the season.
Now all we need to do is have the Sholo Cougars run the ball and get out of this inside of the end zone, get a couple first downs.
They got to get a couple first down up under center, going to hand it off. Just try to push the pile. And we're going to see where they mark him.
So they started at the 4-yard line.
And they're going to mark it at the
just shy of the 6-yard line. So we'll actually be generous and give them a pickup of
2. Pickup of 2. Gives them a little more breathing room. Skylar Jane has really come to life here for the defense stuff for the Sholo Cougar. He's going to help himself off the field. Looks like a groin muscle. There's Reisdorf. He got him right open.
Chris Amoto.
Oh, passing it.
Oh, wow.
You got to be kidding me. Sweet Mother Mary.
The guy didn't turn around to see the ball.
Run him over.
Through Amoto.
Wow.
That is bad play on that one.
Please, please, please. If your neighbor's watching it in live HD, you go over there and watch this play, because that was pathetic. The guy runs over Chris Amoto, running straight at him. The official's right there.
Him, saw it.
The official's right there at the play.
That flag should have been thrown.
Wow.
Now they've taken the ball. Instead of spotting it out by the 6, they put it on the 5-yard line. So again, a bad spot here too. So,
wow.
Yeah, that was a bad play. I don't even know what to say.
I'm dumbfounded, to say the least. Here comes Reisdorf. There's a snap, going to hand it off, try to get some more breathing room.
He gets out to the 10. So give him a pickup of 4.
We need a lot of whistles blowing over here. And
Yuma Catholic's going to call it their last time out of the game.
Yuma Catholic's going to take their last time out, and we're going to try to get a handle on this. We're going to go back to the studio for 30 seconds. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Yes! Cable One, the face of fast.
Damn, for a mind-boggling second round of the playoffs for the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. If ever there was a blatant penalty that happened almost within touching distance, the official, and wasn't called, we just witnessed it.
That was it. That should have been a pass interference for sure.
Nevertheless, it's 4th down for the Cougars. Reisdorf.
Going to get a delay game.
Delay game, or did they get him to move? Or was it pass interference maybe now? Maybe they'll call it now since no
false
going
start.
false start.
Gonna move us back
On the
5.
Cougars.
Definitely
Back 'em
not
up.
be good for us.
Back 'em up. I don't know. Hey,
This is not good news.
yeah, but it's news.
They had a chance. All they had to do is run the ball, get the thing down, and that was a bad call by that referee.
They had this play right out here wide open. So here come the Cougars deep in the end zone. Rhett Reichdorf can run. He can put a boot on it. And he puts a boot on it. See if they can get down there
Not
and
a very
defend it
good one, no.
before they get a lot of running time. Got a guy there. Got another guy there.
He's got blocks.
They got a couple blocks.
Gonna take him down at about the 23 out of bounds.
Gonna bring him down at about the...
Should be down at about the 23.
Wow, what a, I don't know. We're just going to try to keep it professional here. Just talk about the good things. And so if it gets quiet, that means there's nothing good to talk about. It means it's all turned bad. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Shamrocks. And they're going to mark it at about the 23-yard line. Here comes Stover bringing his offense up to the line. Going to stack 3 up here to the near side. Lone back, looking to pass the ball. Quick slap. Almost picked off there. The receiver missed it and bounced it up in the air, almost into the arms of the defender.
Just couldn't quite get over to it, but nonetheless, incomplete pass, and the clock unfortunately stops clicking at that point in time.
As soon as there's an incomplete pass, the clock quits ticking. Stover's going to bring his offense to the line. Cougar defense is ready, willing, and able. They're going to send 3 over to the far side, stack them up, lone back, shotgun. There's a snap, going to hand it off.
Hand it off to number 33.
Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide.
Hayden Gerber took that handoff, and I believe he actually lost a little bit on that play.
He almost lost a lot. He hit that hard.
He lost a half yard on that.
That's going to bring up 3rd and about
almost 11.
10 yards and 7.5 inches. Here come the Shamrocks. 3 stacked up here to the near side. Lone back. There's the snap. Looking to pass the ball. Looking. Gonna hit an up-post man right there. It's gonna be close to 1st down right there, isn't it?
That is easily a 1st down.
Yes,
That's
it
gonna
is.
mark him down at the 10. Unable to get around and make any stop. And that's going to take him down to the 11.
That's going to move the chain. Shamrock 1st down. We have 3 minutes and 12 seconds and counting remaining here in the ball game. Cougars on top, 28-20. Shamrocks are trying to move down the field and get the end zone. Stover, shotgun, 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quick pass.
Well, the clock's still going to keep ticking here. It's going to mark him down to about the 8-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that pass play.
Because it was a completed pass. Instead of being incomplete, clock still ticking. 2:40 counting, remaining in the ball game. Split out 1 way wide here to the near side, 2 to the near side, 3 to the far side. Shotgun looking to the far side. There's a pass.
Incomplete pass.
That's good defense over there.
Nice hit there by number 74. Dallin Tenney got on Stover there, messing up a little bit of that pass play.
Dallin Optimus Prime Tenney once again alive and well in the middle of the play. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game.
That does stop the clock.
It would be impressive if the Cougars can hold them again on this whole line in the red zone down here once again. Shotgun for Stover, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lone back, looking to pass the ball. Still looking. Oh,
yeah, it's a catch. That's a touchdown.
That's number 21.
It's a 7-yard touchdown pass
to Julian Atkin, senior, 5'11", 185. It brings the score to 28-26, Sholo.
You know, it's one of those things, we go back to the Snowflake game against Thatcher where the referee blatantly missed that call, and now we have one here. Just it's sad when a referee's call, makes a change in the game.
Change the whole game. Going for two. Cougars lined up, looking to pass the ball, looking. He's going to throw it over his head. Incomplete. With 2:23 remaining in the ball game, it's the Show Low Cougars 28. Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 26. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Out of Him Game of the Week, presented by Show Low Ford.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Out of Him Game of the Week, presented by Show Low Ford, playoff edition. And it has gotten good. Due to a horrible call, the Shamrocks had the opportunity to tie this game. An incomplete pass on the two-point conversion leaves the score Show Low 28, Shamrocks 26, but we still have 2:23 remaining here in the ball game. Looks like we have James the Working Man Turner. What is that?
That's a nothing. That's where the ball's going to go. Oh, now that's a penalty right there in and of itself.
That should have been 15 yards right there.
An illegal kicking of the ball that second time there is not right.
Yeah, just because you didn't kick it right the first time.
So the ball's going to be right there at the 46-yard line.
They tried this. Those of you who are watching it in HD, you're the lucky ones. For you sitting in your car, outside your house, listening to it on the radio, do the best I can to explain that. They do this mob formation where everybody's like it's not a circle, it's not a square, just a random group of people. They try to kick that ball and keep it in the crowd and go down the field to get the 10 yards, but it's got to go 10 yards, and it didn't go 10 yards.
Now here's the hard part there is I believe they still have to get a first down in order to run this clock out.
Here's a snap. Gonna hand it off to Weston Oil Kimes.
Gets around the outside. And we got a gentleman hurt for the Yuma Catholic.
We got a Shamrock back just on the other side of midfield. There goes Optimus Prime Tinney back to help him up. And he's up and moving on his own.
I'm waiting to see where they spot the ball. Looks like there's a flag thrown as well.
There's no pass interference. There's no extra kick in the ball after the.
They're gonna call
holding on Cholo.
And they call it all the way down where the tackle was made. So I'm not sure how they do that.
You know, it's sad when these kids.
I'm a little bothered here. The flag was thrown at the 39-yard line, so the ball should be at the 49. Instead, they've put the ball at the 49 of Sholo instead of 49 of the Shamrocks. So
49 is 49, I guess, in their mind. But it's sad to see these kids' games that they battle for, fight all year long to get in a championship situation here, to see horrible calls come into play. There you go.
Time again.
There's Weston Kimes. Hurdles one. Pushes about 4 of them on down the field. And he's going to pick up, unless they call something else crazy here.
And the problem with that is he gets pushed out of bounds, which stops the clock. But they will mark the ball, looks like, at the 41, which means as a 10-yard pickup by Weston Kime. I know you're warming your hands. I need to see my...
The officials are trying to pass along signals and stuff. We have just under 2 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Clock is now stopped. So they're going to give Weston how many on that little play there?
He got 10 on that play.
Weston O'Connor picks up another 10. It's going to leave the ball at about the, 42? 41 and a half. Where's the ball marked at? 41?
Yeah, it's at the 41.
Just under 2 minutes remaining. It's going to be second and five. Shotgun, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's a snap. It's going to try to drive right up the middle.
Yeah, Wesley Kimes only going to pick up one on that play that time.
But see, the clock's going to keep running because the Shamrocks are out of timeouts. So running up the middle, it doesn't look like a big gain, but it's a big loss on the clock, which always works out well.
Looks like they're going to bring in that power I formation, which if you have 4 yards to go, not sure that's the way to go with it so far.
Yeah, we got third and a long 4. Clock's running, 1:20 and counting.
Yeah, I'd rather not stack the box right now, so you got a chance to get 4
I
yards.
would spread it out myself, too. There's a handoff.
And he's
Who is that?
first down.
Quasimodo?
Quasimodo, 5-yard carry.
Chris Quasimodo. Come back to line. Move those chains, please. First and 10. Sholo Cougars.
That Sholo Cougar line opened up a huge hole. Quasimodo shot right through it. He got hit 2 yards shy of the first down, but he got flying over the pile on that.
There you go.
Lands on the 35 for a first down, and the Sholo Cougars are going to be able to run the clock out.
109. When the officials step out of the way, there's the arm signal. 6, 105, 104, 102, 101. Officials standing in there. Tell him at the last second they have to snap it, I guess. They're waiting to take a knee. I think what I admire so much about this Cougar team this year is they believe in each other. They believe it. Chris Moto knew that hole would be there. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, he didn't want there to be no trouble. So the official stood between the two lines while they snapped the ball and took a knee. Guess what, people? All you loyal listeners, you've been treated here because you're the first ones to hear. Other than these people right here with us in the stands, Cougars are going to round 3. We're going down to the valley to play round 3. Sholo Cougars are alive and well. Woo-hoo! Want to tip my hat to a great Yuma Catholic team that come out not being known for an offensive team, and their offense kicked it in from the word go. So this Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, they have nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, they done a great job. We're going to go back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout. Don't go away. We'll be back with the Cable One post-game show. We're going to go back for a 2-minute break. You've been listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Sholo.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Yes! Cable One, the face of fast.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat-screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
Here we go.
Time.
10, 8, 7, 3, and 1.
Welcome back for the Cable One post-game show. You've been listening to Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. It's my Sholo Ford playoff edition, and man, what a game. The Cougars battled some ups and downs there. They battled some, just some bad plays and stuff. They battled the officials in the end. We're gonna be quiet here for a minute as they lower the flag. We wait for them to lower the flag. We want to keep in mind Officer Reed, the fallen officer from Cholo, happened this past week. We want to keep him and his family in our thoughts and prayers. It's a crazy world out there, man. I've always said we can make this country great again just one hug at a time. And now's the time when this mountain needs it. So what happened the other day is kind of twisted a lot of people's way of thinking and stuff, their perspective and everything else. So let's stand strong and stand behind Officer Reed and his family and support them, love and support them as a member of this community. He was scheduled to retire 1st of next year. Scheduled to retire. So please keep his family in your thoughts and prayers. If you live close to him, if you know him, stop by and see him. Spend some time with him in this tragic time. But moving on from that, the Sholo Cougars dealt with some adversity, some shooting themselves in the foot, some turnovers, some miscues, and some bad officiating. But they took all that and they stuck it in there with their bag of rocks that they have to carry on in life, and they toted it with them, and they got the win. They're moving on to round 3.
Yeah, John, you're absolutely correct. The first 3 quarters of the first half, they were just shell-shocked. They weren't playing the game that they needed to play, and something clicked in them, and when we came into that last half of the second quarter, they scored 2 touchdowns to bring themselves into the lead, 21-17. And, of course, the diversity that they faced, they had a 3rd and long. They set up in the power formation. Chris Emoto was wide open. The ball was underthrown a little bit by Rhett Reisdorf. Irregardless of that, the defender ran right through Chris Emoto, didn't turn to look at the ball, interfered with the catch, and at that point in time should have been a pass interference and the game should have been over. Instead, no call. They had to punt. It was a bad punt. He got a good, number 24 Barnes got a good return, got around the corner there and knocked out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It took them 5 plays to march 23 yards on a 7-yard touchdown pass caught over the middle. Of course, the 2-point conversion was thrown way wide out of bounds, makes it an incomplete pass, and somehow, some way, the Sholo Cougars were able to take that bad call by the officiating, and instead of letting it drag them down, they were able to go through, march forward, play their game, and finish it off and win the game.
I think what I admire most about this Sholo Cougar team this year is, and they said it from the start, when they went to California camp and everything, they said it was no more a team than a man on the moon. It was a bunch of individuals. I got excited and pushed my mic up, didn't know. Bunch of individuals that were coming together to play a sport. I know the insides of the Cougar organization here because my son plays for them. When they went to the California camp, which sometimes I've been a negative person towards them going to these California camps and stuff, I think kind of crazy, but they tend to work. My son said they went from a bunch of individuals to a team. They bonded like never before. And what you see with this Cougar team, sometimes you see it try to break up, but they catch their attitude bad attitudes themselves and fix it, is they believe in each other. They know that whatever, when Chrisimoto runs for the line, he knows that those people right there in that hole are going to do everything in their power to open that thing up big enough for a truck to go through. And they believe it. They're not just wishful thinking. They pick each other up. Nobody on this team is an outcast. You know, the old story is you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I don't know, you could pick any one of them to be the weakest link or the strongest link, because I think this chain is tight, and I think that's what's carried them into round 3 of the playoffs here. That's where we're going next, round 3.
They're great camaraderie that they have between each other is key. You got to look at it when you run through the first pass to Chrisimoto, hits him right on the shoulder pad, bounces off, incomplete. The second one hits him in the exact same spot, bounces off of him, picked off and returned, and that set up the 46-yard touchdown run that the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks had. But yet what happened? They get the ball back, and who does Rhett Reisdorf throw a ball to? Throws it to Chrisimoto.
Quasimodo.
Wide out in the open. He catches the ball as though he'd forgotten that he had those past problems there. That's great camaraderie when you know that your quarterback can still come back to you and still make that play to you.
It sure
you know
is.
you're going to get it again.
It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's been a great game. Let's go back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back, and we're going to get some stats and stuff. We're going to see if we can just get a random player from the Cougars come up here and tell us what it's like to now move up the mountain for round 3 on down in the valley. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Cable One post-game show. We'll be back right after this.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Get a delicious start to your day at Persnickity's. From hearty breakfast burritos to ham and eggs to biscuits and gravy to brown sugar French toast, Persnickity's is sure to satisfy. Lunchtime offers a variety of salads, sandwiches, and daily specials. You won't be able to resist their mouth-watering sweets, including their giant specialty cupcakes. If you can't leave the office, Persnickity's offers free delivery to local businesses from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 928-251-1965. Persnickity's on the east end of the Deuce in Sholo.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Yes! Cable One, the face of fast.
Exciting, crazy, eventful. I loved it kind of game here where the Sholo Cougars end up on top in the round 2. And if you end up on top in round 2, guess where you get to go? Round 3. And guess where that is? That's down in the valley. That means you're one step closer to shutting the door on what you accomplished here. Well, you can call it tomato. I call it round 3. And I think when these kids get off this mountain and they see that they're going under the lights in the big city, I think that's going to be a boost of yes, we can. And a shot of yes, we can right in the right spot does motivation good. Nick, what do you think? You're going to rattle off some numbers. I'm not good with numbers. Never have been.
You know, John, it was a great game. We projected that this was going to be a tough type battle, and it was one that we figured that the speed of the Cougars would be able to outlast the size of the Shamrocks, and that's exactly what we saw. When I look at final stats, first half stats for the Shamrocks there, they were in passing 14 completions for 99 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Rushing, they were 14 carries for 144 yards. 2 of those, a touchdown run of 44. It was just one of those nights that they were just always able to get the ball moving, you know, big play there, and that's what kind of gave them there. Second half, a completely different story. Passing is 25 passing attempts for 146 yards with 1 touchdown. Rushing, 6 rushing attempts for -5 yards. The Cougars came through and shut down the running game of the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. On the flip side, the Sholo Cougars came out in the first half, 15 pass attempts for 75 yards, 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. Rushing, 23 attempts for 167 yards. In the second half, they had 1 passing attempt, although they didn't need to do too much, as they pretty much ran the ball and ran the third quarter completely out. So they didn't have the ball too much in the fourth quarter either. Rushing, 15 rushing attempts for 86 yards. Those were all the long rushing plays that they did that marched them down the field. In the third quarter, they had an 11-play, 84-yard drive that put the touchdown in there to basically seal the game at that point in time. But overall, the Shamrocks had 39 passing attempts for 245 yards, almost 100 yards more than their average per game. And their rushing was 20 carries for 139 yards, which is basically their average. For Sholo, though, different story. 16 passing attempts for only 75 yards, and they've been averaging 260 yards a game. On the flip side, though, 38 carries for 253 yards. So basically, they came out in the third quarter, they executed their game, they didn't turn the ball over in the second half, and they were able to come out with a great win, 28-26.
It was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. Yuma Catholic come in here, and they had all the momentum going from the start. They had honestly convinced themselves that they could come to Cougar Coliseum and walk out of here with a win. And you got to admire them for that, because if you could convince yourself that you can fly, you might can get a couple flaps in. It just didn't pan out tonight. But the key thing was Yuma Catholic had all the momentum. They were, you talk about an aura, they had the aura around them until right before halftime, when Jake Reed had kept playing and kept playing and kept playing, found himself open from that pass. It seemed like the momentum started to change. But I'm going to let you talk first, Nick, just because I'm being nice to you, Billboard. Yeah, this guy could be, if you'll think back, all the loyal listeners, think back to last year, he led the record books all throughout the season. Just recently, the last game we covered, he was trying to kick him in the back of a pickup out there on the other side of the end zone. He hangs out a lot at our house. I don't know if that's good or not. He might be a shoplifter or something. Might find stuff missing eventually. But I'm going to let the Neck talk to him first. He's just MVP in everyone's heart, the Notary is. We got the Notary here, right?
Yes.
Cole, the Notary Gardener of the Sholo Cougars. I don't even know if he can talk in public, put sentence together. We're going to find out. We're going to let you talk to the Neck first, Cole. All right?
So, Cole, I want to welcome you here to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. Tough game that you had here. You're down deep in your own end zone there. You're looking at third and long. You bring in the big powerhouse guys. You send Crisamoto right down the seam. He's wide open. The ball's a little bit underthrown, so Crisamoto has to wait for it. He gets plowed through. No pass interference call. Take me back to the sideline after you guys punted. What was going through your guys' heads at that point in time, knowing that they're on the 23, you have to shut them down again to be able to win this game?
Well, at that point, you kind of just have to trust your defense and make sure they do what they do. I mean, we emphasized that all through practice this week. Defense, 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 because we knew Yuma Catholic, they got some studs. And they pulled through. They came huge. We had a couple big stuffs in the backfield. We got lucky on one play, and that's all it takes right there.
Did you guys even think about the missed pass interference call that should have been on the sideline, or did you just say, you know what, it's out of our mind, it's gone, defense is going to come in, shut them down?
Well, that kind of weighed on our heads. I know the sideline and some of the fans got upset about that, and it's expected because I think it was a missed call, but you kind of just have to move on for it. You can't control the game. The refs, they're just doing their best. You can't depend on one call to change the game.
So this game, you finally get Weston Kime back, and he's playing hard this game. You know, he seemed like he was playing full speed. How huge of a help was that to have Weston Kime back this game?
You know, that's huge. All day, all night long, every time we came back to the huddle, the workhorse is back. That's what we kept telling each other, the workhorse. That's what we call him. Weston Kime, he's a stud. He's a big boy coming with a lot of speed and power. I wouldn't want to get in front of him.
So, Cole, it's one of those things, you know, the Arizona Cardinals took Larry Fitzgerald and took him from a wide out and put him in a slot receiver. And he ends up doing a lot of blocking for a lot of the running plays that, you know, kind of helps the team out there. And it sure seems like on that, when we're watching some of these run plays, Weston Kime goes outside or James Turner cuts outside, that you guys are actually sealing that corner for him. So you're definitely doing a humongous support there. How do you see it?
I see it as I'm just playing my part on the team. Sometimes they line up these big backers on you, or even a big safety, and you just kind of got to do your job. Just not let them get inside of you or get outside of you. You just got to seal the edge.
Well, Cole, you guys did a great game. You made it further this year than you did last year. Let me turn this over to my cohort here, John, and see what he might have for you. Oh, well, actually, let's take it back to the studio for a 30-second break. We'll come back and finish up our interview with Cole Gardner. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
Back to the Cable One post-game show, coming to you live from Cougar Coliseum, where the crowd is still here, awaiting all the players come out of the locker room. You heard the neck do all them official football questions with Cole the Notary Gardner. I have the tough questions, Cole. That's why I hang out here, for all the questions nobody else asks.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, huh?
That's it. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Yeah, I get in each game free. Sometimes I get a candy bar. If I know whoever's working at the concession stand. I want to know, do you have anything like if you win wearing a certain pair of underwear, you always make sure you have them on game night or anything like that?
You know, I can't disclose that kind of information on the radio.
You can't disclose this kind of information. It's radio. We can use a fake name for you that nobody will know who you are. Yeah, what's it been like to come here to Sholo and to bond? I know you've bonded because you've bonded a lot with my son. You're over at the house a lot. We absolutely love you. I'll be the first to say it. We love the Notary. What's it been like to come here and bond with all these guys and build this relationship?
That's huge. This team, they play like a family on and off the field. We always hang out with each other, and I feel like that's a big part of football that's overlooked. Just spending time. Our chemistry, or our formula that coach always talks about is character plus chemistry equals a championship. And you know, character is individual, and chemistry is more than an individual. It's with your other teammates, and I feel like that's a huge thing that we have here in a small town, is just being with our teammates all the time and going to school with them, spending time with them outside.
Yeah, because nobody out there can deny the fact that the Cougars this year in particular have been through some trials and tribulations right down to the bone. They've actually shook the field house down there, literally.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And they've rebounded. Look what just happened here. You guys come out and give all the momentum to Yuma Catholic, and I wasn't sure you'd be able to get it back. And with everything that happens off the field and then on the field, Somehow you guys take that big blob of Play-Doh and turn it back into a victory. How does that work? How do you guys do that?
You know, you just kind of come together as a team. You gotta put the past in the past and look for the future and go make something happen. You just gotta do your job.
There you go, man. It's awesome. I'm blessed that I've met you, that you've come into my life, and I know you're very lucky to have met a celebrity like me. Cole, it has been an honor watching you play ball, to have you around us. You're a great guy, and who knows? Maybe next week we talk to you again. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, as long as we keep putting a win on the scoreboard, we keep talking, right?
That's what matters.
Right on. Thanks for being on with us, Ben.
Thanks, Dr. Love.
Hey, we're going to go back, and this is it. We're going to wrap this baby up. On behalf of the Billboard, Hugh the Neck Keeler, Gene Barton, everybody back to studio, Candy Kim, Dan the Man Grubner. We got Jesse over there in the corner bringing you live HD streaming. And I'm Dr. Love. Hey, we can make this country great again by just watching out for our neighbors. Man, go out there and give somebody a hug. Heck with the politicians and everything else, man. If you see somebody down, help them up.
That's what
help
I'm talking
them up. And let's go to round 3 with the Sholo Cougars. What do you say?
Yes, sir.
Booyah. See you next time.
Next week.